You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black.
All right, people, I'm back. I'm back. Did some work out there today and back in the house. I told you I didn't know if I was sure if I was going, but I made it. I made it. Come on in, people. Come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. We want to jam up the phone lines, just like we pray that the guns jam tonight. And we're going to pray that the phone lines be full tonight. All right. We got a lot going on. We have a lot going on, people. Oh, my God. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Often imitated but never duplicated, people. Trust me, I am a transcender. Uh, trans. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. All right. All right. We're trying to find what's going on, people. What's going on? Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking, people. Let's get it cracking. All right, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm ready. I am so ready. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, people. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad
You
in it.
already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.
I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black.
Y'all know it. Y'all know who what it is. Y'all know what it is. Come on in. 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 I love being black. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. We got a great show tonight. Great show tonight. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, people. Oh, let me click my phone off for it. Yeah. Come on in, come on in. I need to hear from you guys tonight. We're going to talk about that meeting. I had some difficulties, but we made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. All right, we made it, people. We made it. We made it. We made it. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all moving slow now. Y'all moving slow. Let's come on in. I love being black.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black.
Come on in, come on in. Come on in, people. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Come on in, come on in, come on in. All right. We had a good streaming today, boy. Good streaming. I tell y'all people the truth. All right, let's come on. Where we at now? Oh, there we go, right there. That's what I want to see. Right there. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, people. This is the day. This is the day. All right, there we go. All right, all right. I see it. I see me now. I just want to make sure put myself on the big screen. All right. Let's see what we're going here. All right. Good evening. All right. Look at y'all coming on in. Y'all want to hear some gossip, don't y'all? It's getting, man, there's so much stuff going on, y'all out there. I'm telling you. Let's see, whoops, where we at? Where we at? Where is that meeting at?
I have probably been to several of these meetings and have never hit this podium. I'm here today, though. I'm not talking about Tiffany. I think we've talked about her enough. I think we've given her enough airtime. So my response is to this board and to Jason, who will be our next mayor. There is a lot of damage that has been done. And I'm not going to tell my name because I fear for my life. There's somebody out there. 40 years. However, there's been a lot of damage. I commend the board for staying focused. Yeah. And not entertaining the entertainment. Because there's been some entertainment, right? However, what I want to say to you is, please, I'm begging you, show us something different. We are trusting you to take this garbage and make it into something that Dolton can be proud of. And you guys will be the ones that will be your name in lights because you were able. We are trusting you. We are putting faith in you. Yeah. Behind putting faith in God. Yeah. We are praying that you continue to stay focused and do the right thing. Good evening, everybody. My name is Patricia Kennedy. I normally don't get up and speak, but it has got so bad that I said I need to say something. I've been out here since 1977. When I moved out here, they didn't let anybody buy these houses out here. And it was so peaceful. We had a swimming pool, we had things for our kids to do. And if you didn't work and you lost your job, you go to Thornton Township, they would pay your rent, they would give you the money right there. And so as the years went by, I worked, I raised my kids, my grandkids, my foster kids, and now I look around, I said, why am I still a dog? And then people are coming to me, Miss Kennedy, don't move. But then when I look across the street, and our whole block is nice, but we got 5 houses vacant, we cannot sell. If you call the ANVET, and I tell them I'm living in Dolton, oh, we're not coming out there. So I'm telling everybody, I don't like when people come to me and tell me, well, Tiffany got another side. No, look, ride around, look at all the vacant houses. Talk to the trustees. They wouldn't lie. They wouldn't sit up here and be fighting. So I want everybody to start talking to the people. You must vote. Don't play. You got to vote. We don't have to call their names and all of that. Just when you go, vote, put her in there. Put them in there, not her. So everybody, please, is getting, we don't want it to look like Harvey. And like I said, there's too many vacant houses now. And I wanted to move, but I can't sell my house. My kids don't want it. And I put a lot of money into it. So everybody, please, please vote. Else it's gonna look like Harvey. Okay? But they know
Before we go, I just out of curiosity, is anybody in here from Harvey? No shade, Harvey, no shade. No shade.
But if I had been in Harvey, I would have fought for them too.
Absolutely.
Hey, Lord. My name is Claire Hooks. I am Harvey, library trustee, newly elected 2023. I thank the people for the 1,490 something votes. I ain't gonna go with the 82%. Math ain't math. But I stand with y'all. I love the fight. I love to see the people that come out and y'all standing on y'all business. Thank you. But I will say this. This must be a round table because I think Tiffany, Clark, and Thaddeus, all of them sitting around the table together. Yep. And they dishing out the plans because everybody look alike. All these cities is going through the same thing. The only difference is y'all can talk at y'all meetings. We right. We go to jail. We get $500 disorderly conduct fines. I'm fighting one now. But I stand with y'all. I really love to see that you guys know what you want. You know what you want in this community. You know what they are planning to give y'all. That's why y'all standing behind them. Go to the polls, vote. Talk to these young folks, get them to come out here and vote. Because the more you put them on, the longer your community will be the way you want it to be. That's where a lot of stuff is falling off, is because our kids are not getting up in here and they not voting. So we have to continue this fight. This fight that y'all doing, bring these kids. Let them see. Let them see your fight. Let them carry this fight on. Don't let it stop with us. Let it go. Let it go farther. So when we dead and gone, they gonna live. We can die in peace. Because they'll be living the dream that we want. Because the dream she's talking about, I don't see it. Unless I'm sleepwalking or something, I don't see it. But I'm telling y'all, continue the fight. I will stand with y'all. It's Harvey in the house. We back there. We back there. I love y'all. Continue to watch my Facebook Live, because guess what? We're going to put some of these people on blast. All right? Clean house 2025.
Good. I'm not going to drop anything because she's not here. But what I'm going to do is say to every one of you all, thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you. We've had some highs and some lows, but we're going to be all right. Yeah. And I just want to say this, so the history will have it right. And I appreciate everybody. I don't really need a cause of praise. I did not start a movement, I joined it. Yeah. I am echoing it, and I endeavor to be the wind in your back. I just want to definitely tell another young man who I have watched this process, Nate Fields, I'm damn proud of you. It really should have been a better clap. I'm damn proud of you. And somebody who wants to aspire in certain places, don't stop, keep going. God has a way of making it happen. But I want to thank Sherry, Alicia, the Roberts, Thelma, Dr. Cloud, Stephanie, Danley, Vivian, Sheila, Mary, Valerie, and everybody I did not name, because as of today, you have your focus and you have your movement. And these are the words that are very simple. I'm now going to step aside and be the wind in your back from my respective place. But y'all got it. And I'm confident victory is near. With that being said, I'm now going to ask y'all to do me a huge favor, and let's give this woman an extremely warm welcome. We are not releasing or doing any more videos because we're waiting for them. But y'all, please give her the most love and the warmest welcome as she takes her 3 minutes. Y'all stand to y'all feet if y'all don't mind for Neo.
start by saying thank you. Like, y'all don't even understand how beautiful y'all look filling this room. Y'all look amazing, and I am beyond blessed. I'm beyond grateful to have every single one of you here for me, for Alexis, for Miss Janetta, for you to be a Dolton resident, for you to be a township resident. We standing up for ourselves, and this is what it looked like. I thought I was gonna be here standing up for myself by myself, but look at y'all right next to me. I love y'all too. The most thing I want to say though is, and I have been getting a lot of slack of even just how I've been, and well, you don't look too sad, you couldn't be a victim. You're smiling too much, people not gonna think something's wrong with you. Well, they picked the wrong person. Yes, they did. They made my narrative what my narrative is. I didn't ask, I actually probably would have been still working on the one, Jed coming to investigate me. Then this would be my own narrative. I really would have. Because why would anybody want this to be in my background? So for the negativity that I've gotten, as if I've asked for this, I'm gonna pray for you. But everybody else who's behind me, up 10. Clean House 2025, justice for Alexis Wilson, justice for Miss Janetta. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. You got this. You got this. Thank you.
I'm going to use a couple of his minutes just to say one thing really quickly. It is my understanding that we had something to correct. Angie Holmes was not married, but it appears that he apparently has got engaged on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but also, well, congratulations, Helen. And so, the other thing, last but not least, and so this is the last thing I want to be very clear, you all. Please consider not attacking anybody that was involved and let the facts come out. I see people have comments about Officer Miles. Please give it a moment. He can't speak for himself. I can't speak for him. There are a lot of things that has not come out. But I want y'all to understand this. When that day happened, the mayor was she had a surgery, and people was trying to tend to her. They were trying to get her back. There was somebody that was detained, but it was not for the sexual assault. And everybody was told one thing, that she didn't feel right in her body. They did not know exactly what it was. So public, please hold your judgment and let the facts come out. It will come out. And I'm a firm believer in one thing. The wheels may turn slow, but they do turn. Justice will be done.
Good evening, everyone. Jed does this to me every time. He makes me follow him, and he's a hard act to follow. But please, everybody, I'm giving up some of my time to give the hugest shout out to Jed. Look at all this camouflage. Please, everybody, put that together. Because he has done so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. Justice for Pania, justice for Alexis Wilson. I want to start by, for one, thanking the board. Mayor House, I just want to say, I chose to volunteer for their campaign, meaning boots on the ground with it, okay? So, I've been making phone calls, have had a great response, and I'm happy to report that. Like, I didn't reach one Tiffany supporter. I actually one undecided, but my goal is to flip them. But anyway, the one thing that I was a little taken aback by, when I asked the residents if they wanted a sign, because mind you, they were emphatically for Clean House 2025. Some of them, I didn't even have to give my elevator pitch, and they were already on board. But then when I went ahead and I asked them, like, well, would you like a yard sign? They're like, oh, no. They are spooked by this administration, and that is horrific, okay? That you can't just rightfully support a candidate without worrying about backlash. That is the main reason. Excuse me, my name is Alicia Nicole. I am a Thornton Township resident. I wasn't going to go back and forth with Tiffany's goons. I don't trust her people. I fear for my safety. William Moore, the administrator, made a very deliberate, inflammatory, antagonistic comment at the last meeting saying that I wasn't a resident. I don't have this kind of time to just be up here without a horse or a dog in the fight. I definitely have a dog in a fight. Another thing, one senior citizen asked me a few weeks ago, she actually came up, she approached me, she hugged me, I hugged her, and then she said, just be quiet, just don't say anything, just wait. With all due respect, Absolutely not. There is no way I'm going to sit here and not say anything to the administration. Is just rolling, gutter, every bad adjective you think of. Also, seniors, I want you guys to know, I understand you like big bingo. This board has provided everything that Tiffany feels like she's at the helm of only her being able to provide. They do bingo, they do senior luncheons, they do toy giveaway, they do everything that Tiff tries to make you think that she only has the power to do. So please take advantage of those things that the Dolton trustees are doing. They're on the up and up. They just had a boot camp for residents. They show that they care by their actions in so many different ways, and it's not self-serving. Like Tiffany. Oh, 3 minutes? Ah! Thank you, Clean House 2025. I can honestly say I've never done a public comment. And I found it interesting because, when I came to Dolton, I came on the other side. And I was told, I had a heart attack, and I was told that that wasn't an excuse to call off for work. But then here we are, calling off for work, sis, huh? Because people don't like you. I don't like you. However, that's still not an excuse to call off of work. In fact, the truth be told, I had 2 heart attacks, and I am still here at work. Yes. I got threatened by one of her crews texting my phone telling me about lewd comments that they would do to my 13-year-old daughter, but I still came to work. I got a death threat last week with her board meeting that she had here for the township because someone was afraid for their life, and they asked me as I'm here at work to call the police. I got a text message that said, "Excuse me, I'm gonna get you, bitch." But I still came to work. And guess what? Today, I am still here at work. Because guess what? What you're not going to do is stop me. Because the Bible says a clamorous woman is foolish and love nothing. And I am not that. This ain't that. And I am not afraid. And I'm going to continue to come to work. Because I have a moral obligation to the people of Dolton and Thornton Township to show you what integrity look like, to help you build the community that you guys deserve. Clean House 2025. I'm not backing them because it's a job, because quite as hell, I'm good. I'm backing them because it's the right thing to do, and these residents, you guys deserve it. And if you don't see that by now, I don't know what to tell you. So what I'm gonna tell you right now, tomorrow I'm gonna be back at work. Next week I'm gonna be back here at work. Because what you won't do is run me off, and you can take that to the bank. So that's how we do when we educate you the right way. Dr. Nikita Cloud.
Hey, caller, this is Marty G, aka the Crime Chaser, live, uncut, unedited broadcast. Just before you speak, please turn down all your audio. Please turn it off or down, and do not have us on speaker.
So when you come for my credentials, when you try to come for my integrity, one thing you can't come back for me is what I do in my work ethic. So guess what, Tiffany? I challenge you today. Come to work, sis.
That was a highlight moment there. We're going to hold it right there, freeze it, and then let's get back. All right, people, let's take some calls. Everybody's excited tonight and want to know what I think. What was the meeting? It was a meeting full of campaigning, I would say. Full of campaigning, support of the Duke's lady, the young lady that was allegedly sexually assaulted. Also for Alexis Wilson that was killed by Dolton Police Department. I believe it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So we're taking calls, people. We're taking calls 872-299-0808, 872-299-0808. This is talking about Dolton meeting today. The mayor did not show up today. They said because of a threat. So the police was there. I was there, and others was there. It was a full house tonight, and we got our first caller. And all right, people, I just showed you some of the meeting. That's not all of it, but I just show you I had technical difficulties, but I was there. I was able to listen in and hear some things, and it was some things that was really when I cut my camera off, I heard some things that, man, that I had already heard about, knew about, but about some houses. It was 11 houses that was transferred in this in somebody's name. All right, let's hit this caller. Hey, caller, 252. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Martin. I'll be really quick tonight. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful, wonderful. Feeling better.
So
I'm
Tiffany
feeling.
punked out, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You feeling better?
Yes, I'm feeling better. I went out, so you know I'm feeling better. I went out. Yeah, go ahead.
You're hard headed.
But you know what? I tell you what, Doc. I had my mask on. I greeted people. I was happy to see. I didn't do too much talking, but I had my mask. I got down to business. Right.
You gotta take care of yourself. There's another virus on the way.
Okay, I'm taking your word.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get here. But as for tonight, she punked out, huh?
Okay, yeah, she punked out. She didn't come. I was hoping she'd come too. I wanted to come. I'm like, come on, Superman. Listen, I promise you, I wanted. I had got a little hope. I had got word that she might show up, and I was like, man, she didn't show up. That's if I knew she wasn't going to show up, I probably wouldn't even came.
Right,
yeah, you know, she is the content. I'm telling you, whatever y'all say, she is the content. All right, well, go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry cutting you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Cool. This is your platform. I'm just here.
Yeah.
I just when one thing I did learn tonight, well, not like I didn't know, most of us didn't know anyway. Let's stop there. The trustee said that they couldn't vote on the insurance policy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Knew that was the case anyway because she can't be bonded. And then they also confirmed that in Dolton the same thing. And I think, but the real story was for me was that Jedediah just and all of their supporters, they advertised and they broadcast what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you played your hand too soon. And I'm pretty sure, and I said that last night when he was saying, put up your newspapers. I'm like, that's somewhat childish. But, you know, show up and support the movement. I get that. But you just telecast everything what they were going to do. And I knew she wasn't going to walk in there because for her, that's her threat, you know, that she's going to be held accountable by the people who voted for her. Some did, whoever was there. They were going to put her on the map tonight. And I knew last night after I saw Jedediah's last post that she would not show up. And for good reason. But the horror story was what they did in front of her house. I am done. I applauded Jed the other night, but that buffoonery in front of her house and getting down in the weeds with her, I don't know if you saw it, just took away all the momentum as far as I'm concerned. It was ridiculous. If you're going to preach unity in one breath and then in the next breath you're calling everybody SOBs and Bs and stuff like that, you lose your credibility. And it was just horrible. So I wanted to add that part. Just wanted to add that. But hopefully next month she'll show up and somebody will get some insurance somewhere because these are trying times and you're playing with people's lives out there. You know, somebody needs to grow up. And it looks like it's her. But thanks, Martin.
Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself.
Because I didn't see the video, but I was on the phone when somebody was watching and they was saying that that Kamal and Jed was about to fight.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
I'm gonna keep siding on that. I'm gonna let you guys say it, but I just see this is Doc. Let me just say this, and I know you don't know me like this, and I know you just learned me. You checking me out, which is okay. I'm fine with that. That's why I'm so careful as to what I do and what I say in this position that I hold. Because
Absolutely.
if I don't display an example, I'm going to be a castaway, and I don't want to be that. Now, Doc, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm never saying that.
None of us are.
But I guarantee you, 99.9 of the time, Lord, help me to be on my best behavior. Please, Lord.
Absolutely.
Please, Lord. Please, Lord.
Absolutely.
Please, Lord.
I just-
Right now, I don't have no room for no mistakes, no slip ups,
Right.
none.
And neither does anybody else with a platform like yours. But
Mhm.
seemingly it happens at the most inopportune times. And
Mhm.
it's hurting the people that are there.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And then even at the meeting tonight, the kumbaya and going in there, it's not about you. If it's not about you, don't get in that building and act like it is. That was embarrassing, people. The singing, the chanting, you're still in Village Hall. You're there to conduct business. And at that moment, with him getting up there acting like a fool, he made it about him. It took away from his message as far as I'm concerned. I'm done with that one. I just said, you know what? You show me who you are. When it's time for you to step up and be the man that you say you are, you acted just like they did. You got down in the weeds with them. And this kumbaya with him and Trina the other night, it's a constant revolving shit show. And I just don't understand it. And then we wonder why we can't get anything done. But thank you for letting me comment.
No problem. No problem.
Appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Have a good evening. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. I will, Doc. I'm looking for some more callers. 872-299-0808. 872-299-0808. Or 872-297-6389. The number directly over my head. What are your thoughts and comments tonight? Those of us that watched the video at Dolton Township and the video of the protest. I believe it was at Tiffany's house, her and Kamal Hall. I'm not sure where they was at, but talk to us, people. What's going on? What's really going on, people? Are we really winning? And I need some comment. I need some feedback. Let me see what the message is saying. Maybe I can read some message. Couture Dave said, thanks for hanging up, Doc. Okay, we got another call calling in. All right. So it must be on Tiffany payroll. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Okay, I disagree with the woman where she said they should have been down at the Village Hall singing. Ain't nothing wrong with them doing that. Doing that. Nothing wrong with that at all. You can't tell people how they should protest. Okay. Nathan, all right.
Yo.
Okay, we got a caller.
How's it going?
Caller, you're live, uncut, unedited, 411. There you are. There you go.
Martin G.
Don't beat me up now. I didn't say. I'm just the host tonight. I'm just. Go ahead, y'all.
Did you watch that live from Jedediah?
No, I didn't. I was on the phone with somebody. I heard about it.
Oh my God, you missed everything.
Well, tell me, educate me, update me.
Okay, so let me fill you in. Jed said on his live that if Tiffany Henry didn't show up to that meeting, he was going to go to her mom's house and protest, right?
Right.
And when I tell you he went to her house and protested, the Dolton Police Department showed up, and then Tiffany Ginyard and Kamal Wood showed up, and it went to hell in a handbasket after that.
Well, what happened? The fight almost broke out, or what's going on? What happened?
Oh, yes. Kamal told Jed to go suck his monkey's you know what, and Jed called him a B.A. ninja, and the police showed up again. Tiffany Hilliard, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, they was out there fired up some weed, passed the joint to Tiffany. She allegedly was smoking it. I'm gonna say allegedly because we don't know if that's what it was they were smoking. Kamal threatened Jed. Jed told the police, Dolton police, that he wanted Kamal locked up. They wouldn't do it. So Jed said he's going to go file a complaint. They was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like Kamal would not cross that street. He was so belligerent. He was so belligerent. And as an elected official, Tiffany Henry, this is your boyfriend, and you allowed him to speak in those words and say what he said and knew that Jed was live. He was recording everything. It was so wild. It was unbelievable. I had been on live for 7 hours. I watched Thornton Township meeting, then I watched the Dolton meeting, then I watched the aftermath when Jed got in front of Tiffany's house, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And people will say that Jed is messy, Jed is this, Jed is that. But if it had not been for Jedediah Brown, where would Dolton be? Where would Samia be? Where would the allegations against Mr. Holmes be? So he brought the attention. He made noise. He got arrested. He did everything that, as an advocate, he was supposed to do. And then they want to diminish this man. They want to talk about this man. They want to say that he's this and that. Tiffany knows that the end is here and not near. That's why she didn't show up. She didn't show up to neither meeting. She heard Jed on his live earlier today say that Fannia was going, he don't know if she's going to release the rest of the tape. She had a bullhorn. He said that he was in Washington, D.C. having a meeting with his people. He said that the Cook County Sheriff was going to be there. He said in so many words that the FBI was going to be in the building. And Tiffany Henry, that she was so shook. She was shook. She didn't show up to neither meeting. Neither meeting. But you a goon, right? You, Keith Price, Kamal, Michael, Connect the DOTTS, and everybody else. If y'all goons, why you didn't show up to the meeting? If you have nothing to hide and you for the people, and Carmen Carlisle and Chris Gonzalez wanted to pass the ordinance, make a motion to approve the insurance for the village, for the township, then why you didn't show up to take care of that business if you care about the people? And what was the truck for at Thornton Township? Why you moving trucks and buses and this and that and third, and you don't have no people on it? What was the business for? Everybody wants to know. But you were gone, right? And then her father came out of the house, out of her mom's house, that she allegedly paid $150,000 with the taxpayers' money to get the driveway fixed. That's the house Jed was in front of. Her father came out, and while Kamal was disrespecting Jed, her father was laughing. You laughing, but your daughter allegedly covered up a sexual assault victim, fired her, demoted the police officer who told and showed evidence, and then gave Andrew Holmes a great achievement award for being allegedly a pedophile. Yeah, she done. You could stick a fork in her.
Okay. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Let's take this call. You don't have to go nowhere, but take this caller. Area code 224. Go ahead, caller. 224. Caller, they hung up. All right. Area code 563. Go ahead, caller. Area code 563.
Hello. About that, I saw the video and about that protesting incident in front of her parents' home. Well, I have another view from it. I was thinking about Kamal being the youth director for at-risk youth and his behavior. It was awful. He was saying stuff. He was cussing a lot. He had gotten he was threatening. He did not exhibit any behaviors of a staff making over $100,000 a year working with you. And not only that, but being the actual director. Okay, what do I owe you? But so what I would like to see happen is that maybe once you see the video, you could address my side of it, because that's how I saw it. I am deeply concerned with a man being in that position over youth. Nothing about him said youth director. Everything about him said violence, aggression. And how can he help them to be prosperous, as far as monetary, and to be responsible with finances in hopes to have a home or a good job one day, when he is being evicted and have taken the woman's home? I'm just not getting an understanding of that. I would be terribly afraid to have any teenager or any youth to be in any program or around someone who would behave that way. Thanks for taking my call.
Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
But
Ma'am, I want to ask
yeah,
both of you guys a question. Do y'all think it was cool for Jed to go to Tiffany mom's house? Do y'all think that was cool? I'm just asking a question, so don't go barbecue me. I'm just asking a question.
okay, I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what I think is this. I think that it has gotten to the point where this is really serious of what this woman is doing to this town. And I think that sometimes it requires a peaceful protest in order to bring attention to the severity of this problem. Okay. Do I think, I think I called before and I told you, do I think Jed has some high emotional intensity? Yes, his intentions are good. So we must look at the intent. I don't think his intent was to go there, argue, fight, and get into the problem. You know, that wasn't the intent. But it escalated when the other side showed up and started the aggression. And when you have someone who has been an advocate, this person will fight and go down for the cause.
Okay. We got. Okay. I'm gonna have to cut you off, mother, because I got like 3 more callers and I still have to go back to 411.
Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead, 411.
Goodbye.
Okay, no problem. 411. Come on. What did you think it's cool going to Tiffany mother's house for Jed?
I thought Jed did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because he said it, he was going to do it if she didn't show up. And not only that, hold on, let me finish. He said, first of all, she started lying. She started calling the FBI and everybody else talking about it's a credible threat, right? Which was absolutely false, because Jed said on several occasions, please, you all, do not give her a reason to shut this meeting down. We're here for a cause. Even if it's Tiffany supporters, let them have their say. He never, what's the word I'm trying to use? He never tried to start anything online to say, if they get out of line, y'all do this, you all do this, you all do that. He never said that. He wanted a peaceful meeting. He wanted a peaceful entire event. So I would say, in my opinion, and I ride with Jed, I stick with Jed. I've been watching Jed since he came on the case. What he did was absolutely right. And my thing is too, and I'll say this to you and the audience that's listening, Jed was peaceful. He had a bullhorn. It was only 3 of them when it started out. He said what he said. Then the neighbor come. The neighbor want to talk mess. We don't know if that was a Tiffany Henry plant or not. Then after the neighbor left, here come the police. The police said, you all can stay out here, peacefully protest. 10 o'clock, you all have to leave. Jed said, okay. Jed didn't do anything wrong until Kamal and Tiffany and her little goons came out and started talking mess to Jed. And that's when he got aggressive. That's when he started saying, if you want smoke, come on and get it. He even called Kamal out. You want to use the Tiffany for the bag? He's cheating on you. Ask Candace, was he in a hotel? Was Kamal in a hotel with Candace? I got the receipt. Kamal never said you're a lie. So I agree with everything Jed did tonight.
All right, let me go to the new caller. Area code 510. Go ahead, caller. Comments and thoughts.
Hey, what's the question you got there?
Well, the question is what I asked. It was a follow-up question. Was it okay for Jed to go to Tiffany mother's house to protest?
Yeah, yeah, and I saw that in real time, and I'll
Okay.
give my 2 cents.
Come on, let me hear
Yes,
it.
sir. Jed called Kamal out because Kamal's a poodle, and Kamal showed that he was a poodle. Jed even said, Kamal said a bunch of homophobic stuff towards Jed. Now, Jed even said, if I'm the gay one, why is it that you can't wear clothes that fit your own size? Which I thought was hilarious. So Kamal showed that he was a poodle, and I appreciated that he took it to where the fight needed to be. I mean, if she was, able-bodied to get out there and smoke a J outside of her mom's house, she was okay to go up to those 2 meetings that she didn't go to. She's a coward.
Mm.
And Kamal's a coward too.
So you don't think that was a threat to Tiffany and Kamal by him going to her mom's house?
No, I mean, unless you had some sort of weapons being drawn, but you have nothing but cameras out there. So if there was no cameras out there, I would say it's a threat. If somebody showed up to your house in the middle of the night and they're not, trying to broadcast it, then that might be a threat. Then no. People are just trying to make their voices heard. And she needs to be drawn out like a rat.
Okay,
because she's a rat. I mean, I know you know Tiffany.
I know.
I got respect for you and your show. But I'm just saying that she is she's a lowlife.
Okay. All right. Still, you can hang around, bro. Let me go to the next caller. Area code 912. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
You, sir. Come on, talk with me.
Going to somebody's mother's house?
For a protest.
Going to somebody's mother's house.
For a protest. That's
For a protest. Okay, hold on. Now, does Tiffany live at that house?
I have no idea. I don't know where Tiffany live at.
Exactly. So you're going to go to someone's mother's house to protest them?
But he did that to bring
awareness. No.
Ma'am.
Excuse me, miss.
Ma'am.
Silence, woman. I am speaking.
Ma'am, let him talk.
Silence, woman.
Let him talk. You get a chance. Let him talk. We have an open dialogue.
It's pretty disrespectful.
Hold it, Jed.
Talk about
Jed. Hold it, Jed. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk. Hold it. Go ahead, Sarge.
Okay, now to someone's mom, depending on the individual, how some people, how about that? That's my deal. Some people will go to hell in a handbasket and high water over their mama. That's dangerous. Now, I would not want to see anyone get hurt over this foolishness, right? Over everything that's going on, all this, it's political, this and that. The bottom line up front, and there are going to be people that won't like what's going to come out my mouth right now. These are a bunch of Wakandans and Blackistan. And that's all they're ever going to be, and they do not deserve any respect from law-abiding, foundational Black American citizens.
You don't sound like a foundational Black American.
And you just
ask your mammy,
woman. Man,
let me just ask your mammy.
Now hold it. I'm gonna let Jed respond. Hey, Sarge, we talked about this, bro. We talked about this, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go ahead, Jed.
First of all,
go ahead, Jed.
I hate that this is the crux of the conversation, but if people do their research, you will find out that this is where Tiffany has listed as her residence in Dolton as a mayor. Martin, I'm pretty sure you would agree that we have protested at the house of all the politicians. We have stood out against.
We have.
I have also protested a seated
I've been there too.
Barack Obama at his house when his wife and his kids was there. Everybody always want to try to find an excuse to placate to sympathy or people's inner good. But you all don't understand that this is how people keep skirting the process and getting away in injustice. I didn't go over there unlawful. I knocked on the door. I talked to the auntie. I was very respectful. I did everything according to the law. The Dolton police showed up and they left, meaning that everything that I did was legal, lawful, constitutional. So if you don't like that I, as an advocate, am going to lawfully, legally, constitutionally go where I'm supposed to be, where I am able to go in the effort of justice, then don't ever complain about nothing. Because the only time that the line crossed and it was not a peaceful gathering or a lawful gathering in a sense was when Kamal threatened to do physical body harm to me, and he incited or encouraged the crowd to go to a defensive stance by the type of rhetoric he put out. And for those people who keep on talking about decorum, you are the reason I'm here. Because if enough men would stop allowing themselves to be playing this old feel-good story bullshit game, I wouldn't have to get on a plane and come all the way to Chicago, spend $2,500 of my own dollars to stand outside in the cold, in my slides, and speak to anybody. Sorry, if you got a better way of doing it, take your ass to Dolton and get the justice these people have been trying to get for 3 years.
Excuse me, black male person.
Silence, man.
I don't.
Man.
Excuse me.
Man. It don't feel good, do it.
Silence, man. You sound like Hot Pockets right now. Anyway.
You just said silence woman, did you?
Yeah, I was talking to the woman.
Right. So now a man said you decide.
Now, anyway, excuse me, Hot Pockets. Now, if you spending this money for that and that and this and that, you know what? I don't care. It has nothing to do with me and my life. Right. Now, I can tell you exactly what would happen if you come down to the great state of Georgia where I'm at and do the same thing.
Wait, excuse me?
You will get your Kool-Aid pack split with a wireless hole puncher. Trust and believe that.
Okay, Martin, I don't know who this man is. Sorry if you got on your channel, but he a clown. He a clown.
Oh, no, I'm not a clown.
And I'm
not a clown.
I'm going to say this.
You are a clown.
Protested.
Oh no, I'm not a clown. You are the ones up in doggone Illinois. I'm in Georgia, living right.
Go ahead, Jed. Go ahead.
Do this for your show, and then I'm gonna be done.
Okay, go ahead, Jed.
Please tell me what city you want me to meet you in. See, I work for myself. I'm on team, and I am on.
I ain't no meet me, bruh.
No. You literally just invited me, and you threatened me. So
no, I didn't invite you nothing. I said if you tried that.
And the listeners separate men from bitches. So I'm gonna take a flight to Georgia tomorrow. Where do you want me to go?
Jed, it's not even worth it.
No, it's not even worth it.
Nobody.
Perspective matters. And this is what I want y'all to
nobody.
This is why it matters. In this month, the month we're about to inherit a new president. And what I have learned all these years is that we continue as a community. I just watched a man disrespect Kamala Harris in the most despicable and disgusting way. We keep on.
She's not even foundational Black American. Next.
What?
She's not foundational Black American. Next.
Never mind.
Oh God,
right.
This clown.
Excuse me, Mr. Jebediah. Do you know what a foundational Black American is?
I know you dismissed.
Okay.
You don't
sound
have
like
to.
you want confrontation.
Okay.
You don't want to have a
No.
Yeah, that's
okay.
He sound like he won't. He
All
sound
right,
like he
listen.
won't.
You're being very
Listen.
disrespectful, sir.
Listen.
We from the
All the way in Georgia.
Listen.
Break it down.
Listen.
We'll
Let's,
come to Georgia with them.
hold it.
Now what?
Let's. Okay.
We'll
I
be right
want
in
to.
Georgia with
Okay.
Jed.
Okay.
And then what?
Hold on.
You
Zero.
can't split all our heads
Ma'am.
back.
Ma'am. Hold it. Hold it. Just hold it. Hold it. Y'all disrespecting me now. I'm trying to get some order and I'm gonna let y'all talk. That's all. Y'all can talk. Y'all can talk. I'm gonna let you talk. But let's get some order here. That's all. Now, are you 01? Are you 0104? Or is that you?
No.
No,
4-3.
no, that's me. That's me, Brother John.
Let me get him because he was the next. Jed went before him. Let me get him. Jed went before him. Let me get. Then I'll come to the female next. Go ahead, my brother John. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Hey, yeah, I know Jed. Hey, Jed, it's John. I want to be always cracking the jokes. But hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna now about him protesting in front of the mother house and all that. You know what? That's cool. You can do that. That's part of the law. You can do that. Now she's a public figure,
So when you a public figure or a public person that's in office, you can get protested against and different things like that. So there's no problem with that because it's part of the law. You can do it. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to make this clear. I'm not going to say how I got this information or how I know or who I know. But I'm going to tell you this circus, the fiasco of the Tiffany Hilliard thing will be done in about 3 months. That's all I'm going to say.
That's obvious,
So
brother. The election over. That's obvious. The
No,
election.
I ain't talking about no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not talking about no election.
Oh.
Though. I'm talking about something else.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who I know or what I know,
Oh,
but I
okay.
will tell you this: it's gonna be done anyway in 3 months.
Okay.
So all this arguing back and forth, the truth will come out.
Okay.
So
Now,
that's all.
okay, hold it, y'all. Hold it. Okay, hold it. 40-11. Let me say something. Now, I can say that's how me and Tiffany got into it, because when Alexis Wilson got killed, I went with the protesters, along with the protesters, to Tiffany house. We went there. Now, so she felt like that I was fronting her house off on social media. But it was a protest, people. I didn't know where Tiffany lived at. You know, I really didn't. I didn't. But it was a protest. I was called to come out there along with the protesters, and I have been at many people's houses. Barack Obama house, when Jedediah went, I was there as well. I've been to a lot of other different houses, though. And I understand that. I understand it. I understand exactly what he's saying. Sometimes you have to take the fight to the house. I hate to say it, but that's a form of fighting. You have to do that to get results, people. And I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but I have been there and I understood. Now, personally, me, would I want somebody to come to my mother's house? No, that would take offense to me. But that's how it is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real honest. That's all I want to say.
But like the chat is saying, though, Martin, she's using her mama address as a place of residence,
But
right?
that's
Because
totally
for one,
legal. But that's
Tiffany
totally
Hilliard-
legal. That's totally legal.
And I get that.
That's
So
totally
if that's
legal.
where you're living at and you're the mayor,
Yeah.
that's where you're living at and you're the mayor, and people have a problem with the things that you are doing, and you're absolutely right. The reason why Tiffany started getting $50 million worth of police on her detail is because of Cara Wilson, because she covered up that
Alexis.
whole incident with her daughter, Alexis Wilson. That's why she had a police detail. That's why she took her behind on Roland Martin and said, oh, it's in a CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, that it comes with the seat. It comes with the seat, you clown, but it doesn't say that you're supposed to pay Officer Terry Young and Officer Lewis Lacey $150,000 or $39,000 for a paycheck. I mean, in one paycheck, 80 hours that they've been securing you for 24 hours a day for that doggone 10 days a week. That's not what the CBA states.
She done in 3 months though.
She's
So
alive.
I don't mean that.
She's alive.
Tiffany Hilliard, I made a phone call. We made a phone call to get clarity from a higher agency because Tiffany Harris said it was a credible threat and that the police had notified her of it. The police actually denied the claim, said that they made no such statement. Once that was done, we understood that Tiffany Hilliard was very clear that Fania Dukes had decided to release a tape nobody knows about. This tape that I'm talking about is going to, if y'all think what you heard is turning your stomach, there's more videos and tapes that people are not aware of, but today was going to be the day. If she was there
And
physically,
that's what
it would have gotten played.
Jedediah
When
said
she
last
decided
night.
not to show up, we didn't play the tape because we don't want to play it without
But
her there
Jed,
physically.
Jed,
So now we understand.
let me ask you a
Hold on,
question.
Let me say this because I want to be very clear
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
Because now we understand that she is once again, mind you, I've been involved with this over 8 months, and I've never gone to nobody's house besides Andrew Holmes and a few other people. Now that we realize that she is once again trying to she is trying to skirt and stop this girl from getting justice. It changed the level of advocacy. What y'all don't know is that we had to go back down to Las Vegas again. We had the people pay for that. We had to file a whole other police report to open up a whole other investigation. The investigation that was going on at first, that was interference. Y'all don't know about it. I know about it. They're caught. That's why they took a new report.
Come on, bro.
They never
Come on,
do
brother.
that. So what I did now, what y'all also don't know, is Spania got a call. Somebody very high is making phone calls. And so they said, we want you all to file the police report again in a city that is local. We are fighting that behind the scenes. There is some, so we said, bet, since y'all want to keep on trying to deny this young lady due process, if the man is innocent, take it to a jury. Let the process take its course. But somebody keep trying to kill it. So we said, now gloves are off. We raise the level of advocacy. So when you think about the context of this woman being fired from her job, not being able to pay for her lifestyle and her child's lifestyle after simply getting sexual assault allegations. I don't give a damn where you are. If your mom in there, if your kids are in there, if you listen to all of the allegations, she have not cared about nobody in their pain. A woman had a heart attack. She made it go to work. If these are the kind of people who are, because let me tell you something I know for a fact. If I did any of that, my mama would be the loudest person online. I don't agree with that. I ain't cool with that, and she'll be on my ass. So if anybody in that house is okay with her behavior, I'm going to go where she's listed as a resident, and I'm going to make the voices and the things that need to be heard. But you saw her standing outside with a blunt in her mouth. There was no security detail. There was no threat, problem, or assessment. Police was there. That woman was lying to y'all, and she's been playing games, and that's why you go to houses, because you don't let people play games. They keep on talking about, you don't go to churches. You don't go to people's houses. You don't do their mama. Those are talking points for sympathy, so that it can discredit the move. Everything that was done there at the end of the day is labeled one thing: lawful. That's why I walked in there with my slide and I slid the fuck out with my slide, because we didn't do anything that was against the law.
Let me ask you a question. Now, the only thing I didn't like, why would y'all let the people, the public, know y'all moves if y'all was gonna come there to the meeting and play the audio? How did that leak out? That's what I'm saying. That I didn't understand that. Now, I'm not knocking the process. The process. What I was asking, everybody knew that something was going to take place today with you and your followers and protesters. They should have never known that. It should have been a surprise. That's all I'm saying. How did it leak out? How did it leak out? That's all I'm saying, Jay. Who told it? Who gave her heads up that you guys was coming? That's what I wanted to know.
There is so much that goes on, as you know, in the background that you can't always tell or say. However, we couldn't even get the people to show up like we did today until we played a part of the tape. When they realized, oh, wait, they really do have tapes. It changed everything. Ever since I played that tape, there has been chaos in every crevice. Phone calls being made, deals being offered, threats being made, people trying to preempt stuff. We have literally been dealing with I got credible threats, but we've been dealing with it in the background. We just ain't told nobody. And so literally we said, okay, we're going, and then you got people run and tell stuff all the time. So we already knew once we played the tape, okay, they know they know where we got the rest of them. What the hell we gonna do when we come to the meeting? Tiffany and them didn't want to be there. Not necessarily. They didn't want to be there because they, number one, didn't want to face the public. The momentum came back. Everybody was ready, but then they like, also, damn, they do got the tapes. That's why they didn't come. So it wasn't nothing to hide because they already knew we was coming.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know how we do it in protests. We like to surprise them. But I understood.
We did surprise them at their house.
Yeah, you did do that. Now, I didn't know nothing about that, though. I didn't know about that. But until I looked online, I was talking to somebody online. They said, Jed at Tiffany house or something. I said, well, yeah, I didn't know where she lived at. I thought she got evicted. I mean, from that place, that house they was at. So I don't know. I don't know. I haven't talked to her, so I haven't talked to her. I've seen. Go ahead.
And I didn't even know. See, people have to, I did not even know. I can wonder why are all these advocates not doing nothing? It's because most advocates, especially Chicago based, I just learned this, actually know her. I don't know Tiffany. I
I know
never
her.
met her before today.
I know her.
Y'all actually know her.
I
Y'all
know
have
her.
worked alongside her and
Yes.
fought alongside her. I didn't know that until today. So I'm
Yeah.
like, why? I've never
Man.
seen the advocate community be so sleep.
Man,
But now I know. Oh,
I got
see,
pictures with her, Jed.
everybody know her.
I mean, I went to some of her peace marches and stuff like that. That was before she became. Well, one time I did after she came to mayor. You know, I've been there, but I have publicly said that I do not support Tiffany. I publicly said it, but I don't bash her. But I've said it in the open. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, I don't support her." I have not had no conversation with her at all. She have not called my phone. I have not called her phone. That's period. That's on the record. That's on the record. I can pull up all my phone logs, and she is not on there. No way. And I got 3 phone numbers.
But
Go
now,
ahead.
but now it's making sense to me
Mhm.
because the reason is because y'all have personal experiences with her, and y'all don't see the person as being painted. Now I get it. I didn't understand it until now. I'm not necessarily talking about you,
Right.
but I'm talking about the larger
Yeah.
advocacy community. So this is hard for a lot of people for a lot of reasons. And then you got people who really wholeheartedly just believe in her. They don't want to believe it. These elders want her to bet it. They call this woman their daughter. I get it. It's hard. But when people think about what's at stake, think about what's being accused and understand at the end of the day, think about, you got to look at the bigger picture. The frame of this is not, I went to Tiffany's mother house. I went to the house where Tiffany is registered at. And if you look at my video, the first thing I did was knock on the door and ask for a conversation. And if you think that that's wrong, then understand that politics in America is wrong every day. Because when they knock on doors of residents, whose mothers and children and fathers and are in there, they're trying to have a conversation in hopes of garnering their support. That's why it's legal to turn around and knock on their door, because they're your elected official who is supposed to represent you. And when you can't get them at the office, knock on the damn door. And if they engage you, get your answer. If not, take your ass across the street and protest. Simple.
But I mean, but rightfully so, you didn't have to go across the street. You could have stood on the sidewalk, rightfully so. On a protest. You didn't have to be across the street from the house. You could have been, as long as you was on the sidewalk moving back and forth, yeah, that's your right to protest right there. You didn't have to be across the street, yeah,
Right.
really. That's fact. I mean, that's the law. Let's take a couple of calls real quick. We had a couple people hang up, but let's go to 4316. Hey, caller. What's your thoughts and comments?
Hey, Martin.
Hey.
Hey, Martin. How you doing?
Good.
I just kind of wanted to piggyback off what Jed said. He kind of said everything I wanted to say, but also, did you guys hear the trustees at the Dolton meeting saying that it was 8, and then I think Trustee Tammy Brown,
11
corrected.
people. House transferred over in
She
somebody
said,
else's name.
yeah, she said it's 11 houses transferred in that one business.
I knew
So
about
this
that
is
too.
why people are in the outrage, you know.
Mhm.
And I just don't. And people that's saying, well, was it a bad idea for him to go to her mom's house? He didn't go there really. In my mind, I'm thinking, saying this is her mom's house. This is where the mayor is. This is her house. This is the address that's registered. It's public knowledge. She's an elected official. So, yeah, he was in his right to do exactly what he did. I watched the whole live. It was very peaceful, very respectful. Kamal, they came out smoking cigarettes and stuff, and you know, just spewing hate.
Hold
Now,
on. I heard
if
it wasn't cigarettes. I heard it was the other cigarette. Mary
right.
Jane. Mary Jane. That's what I heard. Go ahead.
Right.
Let me quit being
Exactly. They
messy.
were smoking.
Let me quit being
And look,
messy.
Tiffany, they passed it to Tiffany. So if she smoked cigarettes, then that was a cigarette. But I doubt if she smoked cigarettes. That was a blunt. But my thing is, he knows his girlfriend is the mayor. She's an elected official. So he should know how to behave. He should know exactly how to behave. And people It's their right to protest. So, boom, there that is. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Let's go.
He was wrong. And Jed stood. I was about to get in my car and ride over there. Jed, you stood 10 toes down, my brother. You the real deal. Can't nobody say nothing about you. That man called you gay. He said all kind of just mean and hateful things, but he would not come in that street. He's a punk. And he's a punk. And anybody that got a problem with Jed, hey, go deal with it. Because if it wasn't for him, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be going on. Dolton is about to get some answers. They're about to start healing and get some peace along with Thornton Township. So y'all leave Jed alone.
Thank you,
because
caller.
there's a lot of people that stand behind him, period.
Thank you, caller.
Hey,
Eric.
Martin, can you hear me this 4011?
No.
Martin,
Hold it. Let me take this last caller. They've been holding on for a minute. I think it's a repeat caller. 252. Then I'll let you go 4011 after 252. Go ahead, 252. I think it's a repeat caller.
It is. Let me put this TV on before I go back to sleep. I just want to address, because I read some of the comments, not that it matters to me one way or the other how people feel about my opinion. I speak to what speaks to me. And Jedediah, I was the first one that called in tonight and said how disappointing it was to see you behave like you did after Kamal and all of them came out. What matters is what you did in that space. It's the first thing that I asked Martin was, why did you telegraph everything that you were going to do at that meeting tonight? I knew she wasn't coming. After I saw you yesterday and I saw you with the newspaper and telling them what to do, turn your back, I knew she was going to cower out and not come tonight because she can't handle it. I mean, she can't handle it on a normal day. And she knows that people are gunning for her and going to hold her accountable for the things that she's done. I knew she was going to haul ass and go the other direction and make up this bogus story about, somebody threatening her. I knew that was going to be the case. All the work that you've done from the day you hit Dolton until this day, that doesn't negate any of that. But in a place and in a space where you demanded everybody else to rise above the vitriol and the hate, you didn't do that tonight. People were trying to pull you away. They were in the comments saying, Jedediah, it's not worth it. Let's go. In moments like that, you have to live up to the standard that you set for everybody else. That was my point. And if the women don't agree with it, so be it. It was wrong. You often have come back and said, I shouldn't have done that in the right. I shouldn't have done that. You will allow him to get under your skin. And it showed in your reaction. And that was
Martin, please, can you let 4011 respond to that?
I'm talking. In that moment, I'm not saying I'm talking.
Okay, hold it.
And that was your If people like you.
Okay, hold it. Jed's go. Hold it.
People like, wait, hold up. People like, I'm talking to you.
Hold it.
I'm talking to people like you.
Wait. Okay, I'll let you respond, Jed. Listen, hold it. We're not going to get up. We ain't going to spin viral. Now, this is what I promised. 252 is talking. I did say 4011 next, but Jed want to respond. So 4011, do you want to let Jed go before you? Because she is talking about Jed. She is addressing Jed. So I'm asking you.
You know what, Martin, please, can you let 4011 go? Because Jed might not have to say nothing after I say what I have to say.
Okay.
That type of Jed does not get anywhere. Okay. It's not going to change my opinion. Jed about what he did.
Hold it, y'all. 252 is still talking.
Jed, this is 40. This is about their life.
Okay, hold it.
Don't play with my yo-yo.
Hold it.
Martin, let me say this.
But wait, let's see if 252 is done talking. Are you done talking, 252?
I wasn't.
But go ahead.
She didn't even have to call. She's a repeat caller.
But she's a caller. She's a caller. So let's respect all callers now. Go ahead, 252. I'm gonna let you finish up. Then your rebuttal was coming.
Got it. And
go
then
ahead.
I'm done. All right. And Jedediah, like I said, I have supported you. I've spent money. I've been behind you. Everything that you did. For me, I don't care if your other supporters or 4011, whoever doesn't like my opinion. You don't have to like it. We live in America. We're going to have differences of opinion. We can agree to disagree. That's my position. Thank you. Good night. Yeah, good night to you too. But Jedediah, I support what you do. I support what you do. I hope you continue. But there are times when you should call us out, call out our own, when you're wrong. And what you did tonight was embarrassing. And it's a time when you fight. So everybody got to know.
Ma'am, can you hold and let 5-2 done? I promise you, you're gonna get your chance in court today. In public court of public thing. You're gonna get your chance. I promise. Ask Jedediah, he'll tell you I'm fair. Yeah, I'm fair. I'll let you get your
It's a way to do it, and I'm done. It's a way to do that, and I'm done. And that was not the way to do it. You were out of pocket. And it's not like
God. Can you please let me speak?
Would
Can you please let
Ma'am.
Please, I'm talking to Jedediah, not you, because I know you're going to defend the indefensible, and that's okay too. But at least have some decorum about yourself.
Jedediah, you said this earlier. Why you keep repeating yourself? You called back.
Maybe you didn't hear it
about 15 minutes ago. We heard you the last
Ma'am.
time.
To agree.
We heard you the last
Hold
time.
it, hold it.
Well, we heard you too.
That he
You've
was
got a lot
wrong.
to say here tonight as
Okay.
well, and so be
I
it.
see your kids was
Grow
mad
up.
at you because all you did was
Nobody's mad at me.
Ma'am, ma'am. I'm not gonna let this get out. I'm not gonna let this get too far. I'm gonna have to mute people. Okay, let's what's her 4011 respond? Oh, you want to hear from okay. Well, do you want Jedediah to respond? Hold it. Do you want Jedediah to respond first? Do you want?
I hope that he does, because I want him to know that I support everything he's done, and I hope he continues to fight.
Jed,
That's my opinion. I'm sticking on
Jed,
it, and nobody
can you
has
submit
to.
your can you submit your rebuttal right now and let 4011 go, or you need to go right now? I'm giving you the option.
Yeah, sure.
Huh? It's my no. I want to be fair. I don't want. I know it, Jed, but I'm just saying I want to be fair. I don't want nobody saying I tilt this way and I lean this. I have to be fair. So regardless if I agree with the process or not, but go ahead, 4011. 4011, then I'll let Jed go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, 4011. Jedediah, this is about that life. Don't play with my yo-yo. I'm with you 10 toes down. What that caller said, she on another planet. I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm not going to disrespect her opinion, because that it was two people talking. So don't say that I did. It was two people talking. It was two females, so you don't know which one was which. But anyway, moving on.
It was 4-3-16. That was me.
First of all, Jed was respectful in everything he did. The man did not approach her house. He did not say anything out of pocket. He was there doing a peaceful protest. If Dolton police showed up and said that he was not doing anything wrong and they could stand out there till 10 o'clock p.m., that was okay for the Dolton police. So who the heck are you to say that everything he did or what he did was wrong? If Tiffany Henry's address is listed to her mom's address, they can peacefully protest outside of their house. Jedediah has been in the trenches. He has been in a fire. He has did everything he was supposed to do to help Dolton assist, give out information, put out information. So what if he said Fannia was going to release those tapes? So what if he said Fannia was going to be
What are you talking about? I didn't say anything about it.
It does not matter.
And he doesn't have to use the space
252. Let her talk. 252. 252. Let her talk. Jed finna talk next, but let her finish talking.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I've been a supporter. I've been a supporter of Jedediah since he came into this fight. Everything that this man has put out, all the receipts, everything that he has shown us online, everything that he has talked about, what Kamal is doing, what Marcus Quigley is doing, what Andrew Holmes is doing, what Tiffany is doing. He has put out every receipt in America. And like he said, if don't nobody believe in his word and what he stands for and what he's doing right now, I don't know what rock you've been under. So everybody is entitled to their opinion. But the man come with receipts. He's showing results. He's getting everything done that he's supposed to get done. And I will stand 10 toes down, 10 toes up, and go to my grave fighting for him. And Mark, you said it's the best. Mark, you said it's the best. When you were standing outside protesting in front of Tiffany's house about Alexis Wilson's daughter getting murdered, that's why Tiffany wanted those that police detail.
Yeah.
So it is our right as citizens to protest when the
it's not okay for him to protest.
Shut up. Get off the line. Hang up.
I've
Okay.
already
What you talking about?
I'm talking about his behavior. If you don't want to hear it, then move on.
4011.
My opinion is not
We're gonna let Jed talk. Let Jed talk now.
Not you.
Jedediah, you free to go. You got free range. Thank you.
The best
Thank you for being patient, Jed.
The best thing.
Go ahead, Jed.
The best thing that happened to me today was the best moment for me today was after I left the house and all of the victims or the people that are surviving incidents and fighting this with the mayor, all of their calls, all of their voices, all of their excitement, all of their emotions, all of them feeling like finally they felt like they were all talking about being on the edge of their seat and ready to come out there as well. Couldn't believe it, all in the cold, and they were mad that I didn't tell them I was going. I just want to literally point this out to you. I think that a man should be judged by his faith and his standards, and I cannot get away enough of people speaking for me. I do not believe in senseless violence. I do believe in justice by any means necessary. I am a proponent and a champion of a person's right to self-defense. And I've never advocated for anybody to operate unlawfully. And so when I listen to you talk, I wonder to myself, have you ever had to really fight something that was crippling, or had to fight for somebody that was in something crippling? Because I've only lived in crippling, and I want to tell you something. Decorum typically goes out the window. There is nothing I would not do to relieve the pain of people who are in pain and suffering that I care about, and or to defend myself. There is no such things as rules when it comes to war. But I did, you're right. I told everybody to rise above it, but you got to keep it in context. I told them to rise above it in the meeting, because in that space, I wanted nothing to be done to prohibit or restrict or to take away their ability to express themselves and or to have the people's business done. That rule then was taken away when I then, because they did what I asked and they showed up for themselves and they got it done, I was then able to go, and guess what I didn't do? I didn't make an announcement. I didn't ask for a ton of people. I went out there, stood literally with the few I know who were capable, to let them know she will not skirt what they brought, what people brought today. People have bought plane tickets. People have traveled far. I know one particular man drove all the way from New York, and I was not going to allow this administration to smack them in the face with a lie. I verified it before I did it. So when I got out there, my behavior, I don't know which angle you're watching, but I respect your opinion in this sense. You're only going to talk to me based on your ability, knowledge, and experience. But get this. When I went to that house, everything that I did was mindful, tactful, and legal. My behavior when I then encountered Kamal was my value system: justice and self-defense by any means necessary. So if you support me, and if you ever decide to contribute, don't support me. If you think that I'm supposed to stay nice, be limited, not be my authentic self, and not cross or take it to the level of force to which I'm met with, because that's who Jedediah is.
That's not what I was saying, Jedediah. Let me give you my angle, and then I'm done with it. When Kamal started, up until that point, I had no problems with anything that anybody did. Why would I? You're out there, defending her. I mean, if you've ever heard me speak before, like I said, I was the first one to speak up for her. I believe that she was raped. I believe that Andrew should pay for it. I believe that Tiffany should pay for it. I'm consistent in my opinions about Tiffany. I think she's the scum of the earth. But at that moment, my concern for you was, if you looked at the people in that chat, I want you to fight the way you've always fought, because you've gotten results. I don't take that away from you. But in a moment like that, when he went low, you should have just walked away. That was my contention at that point. When he started talking about balls and calling them bitches, and people in that chat were saying, Jedediah, it's not worth it, it's not worth it, it's not worth it, move away, get him, take him. That's the angle that I'm talking about. Yes, you have a right for peaceful protest. Yes, I've been in the trenches. Yes, I fight every day for the underprivileged and the underserved. That's my life. But in moments when I need to show up in that space to be above what we saw from that piece of shit Kamal, that's what I expected you to do, because I heard you yesterday. That's my angle. Nothing else. Everything else you did.
But just for the sake of the conversation, and I just want to be very clear that you cannot ask me to do it until you can. And what I mean by that is, you, as tactful and educated as you articulate, when you were challenged by the two women on this live, when it was no longer your turn, when the moderator made it clear, The reason why you kept responding is because you felt it. You cannot determine how a person should respond. You don't know what I've been dealing with behind the scenes. There's no, you ought to have been able to look at that and say, wait a minute, that was a very robust and passionate response. Why did Jedediah do that? Because I get on live and I start talking about what I suffer at the hand of this fight. Oh, you making it about you. You want sympathy. You want to be seen. So I've learned, don't say nothing. But I have suffered in silence. And one of those things is by a man who, if you don't know, I literally gave a lot of grace. And then when I did actually try to give him some consideration, he tried to set me up. And then they try to do things behind the scenes. You don't know about that. But you cannot ask me to do what you can't even do on the phone, because you should have been silent when your term was over and held the decorum, but you didn't because you felt it. I felt it. He called me things that I don't think I should have been called or that even matter. And again, there's some stuff that y'all don't know about. So I apologize for you being offended, but I need you to consider one thing. Don't be embarrassed for me because you didn't raise me. I don't know you. Every black person and every action that they take does not represent you. Be proud in who you are and stop literally, and this is what I'm going to say to all of us, stop taking responsibility for grown folks' actions.
I'm not taking responsibility for your action.
If you was embarrassed and we didn't plan it together,
yes, it was
I never met you. I don't know you. You can't be embarrassed.
It was embarrassing what you did. It was.
It was
Okay,
embarrassing
well,
to who, ma'am?
That's
Who was
fine.
it embarrassing to?
I'm one of them, and then there were other people in that
and who else?
trying to get him away from that situation.
They didn't say they were embarrassed.
We want
Are
him to
you
go. We don't want to be
putting
looked
words
at as
in
another
people's mouth.
small.
So Jed and Martin, she must don't understand. She must don't understand.
Don't tell me what I don't understand. Don't do that. And
when somebody
Just say you didn't like it and move on. You can't put other people on it.
And I'm still waiting on her to do what she says. You still not letting them talk because it's not a reasonable act.
They're talking over each other at this point, so we don't hear anybody.
You want to
I don't agree with her. That's the problem.
did exactly what he was supposed to do. Come on,
No, because we don't agree with you. You have to call back.
No. I call back to address Jedediah, not you. Not you or her.
Well,
Rude
Martin,
and ignorant
I hope
the
you
entire
have an
conversation.
amazing show. I'm actually my body is extremely tired. I'm gonna go ahead. And
You
get
can't
off
leave it
and go
now.
to
You
sleep.
done started something now, Dad.
Can I say something to Jedediah?
Jedediah, I'm going to bed. Continue the good work, what you're doing. Continue
Can I
what you're
please
doing.
say something to Jedediah? Martin, please. Hang up your phone. Ain't nobody trying to get that.
You need to grow up, baby. You really do.
You do too.
For you to behave that way. It really is.
And I guarantee
Can I please say something to Jedediah?
Okay, hold on. Let's clear the airwaves. Let's clear the airwaves. Who wanted to say something to Jedediah real quick? Because he said he's tired, he's exhausted.
Me.
Go ahead, hurry up.
Jedediah, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep up the good work. God put you in that position for a reason. You have sounded the alarm. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nobody throw you away. You are a good person, and you are a strong person. It takes strong people to fight. So you made them square up. So I'm proud of you.
And Jed, I want to say to you too, this is Yo-Yo about that life. Don't play with my Yo-Yo. He didn't want that smoke. Kamal didn't want that smoke. Even after the police left, he didn't cross that street. Didn't nobody come towards you. Didn't nobody do nothing. So I was not one iota worried about what you was going to do because I knew you was protected and I knew you had the goals waiting for one of them to jump. And that's how we get down in Chicago. People don't understand that. When somebody come within 5 feet of you and you can't reach your arm out and don't touch them, that means they want to do bodily harm to you. And everything that Kamal said was threatening. And if you would have knocked his ass out, rightfully so. I'm team you, and I will always be team you. I love you, brother. I love you. And stay in the course and stay in the fight. And don't let the haters take you off your square. That's all I got to say.
Okay, we got 2 more callers, y'all. 2 more callers real quick.
Martin.
Yeah, hold it, sir. I got one caller. Did you go ahead real quick? Go ahead real quick.
Okay, I just want to
go ahead.
Talk to you, but when you get done with the callers.
Okay, I got you. All right, because they calling in.
Martin, I just want to say this, and I'm gonna hang up, Martin. I just want to say, sometimes people you hear people point out the negative so much instead of just, saying, hey, Jay, you did a great job. is always, no, this lady got on the call and said this man was wrong and he's fighting for people. People are suffering in Dolton and Thornton Township. But why is it what we have to always point out the negative? That's my thing. And it don't make sense. This man, I don't think people really realize when Dad says, I spend my own money. I pay for my tickets. I come and I fight for the people of Dolton. And he's been accused of all kind of things. And I don't really think people understand him, really. They see him, doing these things and like, yeah. But I don't think people really understand this man. And I'm one of them. I understand you. I've been supporting you since Kanika Jenkins. And I see you. And I see your heart. Are you perfect? No. But I see you. And I support you in any way that I can. And I'm not just going to point out the negative. I see the great in you.
Thank you.
I see the good in you.
Let's go to
I
the
see
next.
the love in you. Exactly. And we as a culture,
I got
as we
callers,
as
ma'am.
people,
Ma'am, they keep calling.
but I'm just saying we just got to stop with the negativity
Oh,
and
okay.
judging.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Let's go to the next caller real quick. Go ahead, Jed. Go ahead.
I just want to say something to her really quickly.
Go ahead.
I want to be very clear. I don't need everybody to agree with me. Even to the caller, the lady articulated, she is a Pacific caller. I actually recognize her voice. I want her to know that I appreciate her too. Her perspective does matter to me, even if I don't agree. I think that I'm learning to take everything, spit out the bones, and eat the meat. I get it. I understand that I'm not palatable for everybody. That's why there are other advocates. I'm not the end all be all. But what I want people to understand is that I'm being my authentic self. I'm not being anybody else. I'm being my authentic self. And I really appreciate the person that stopped focusing on the negative. And the reason why is because somebody said, one of the survivors said to me, they said most people don't stick with it. You stuck with it and you've given and you've done regardless of what you've gotten. And this is the part that I really want to say that I'm not gonna talk unless somebody address. She said, why? She said, I just never seen nothing like this. And I said, because I suffered so much in my childhood and I never had anybody to talk to. I told God, if he got me out of where I was, I would never let anybody be without backup. That promise to God. Now, I didn't know that he would cause me to go through pure hell in my adult life behind saying that. But that promise to God is literally what God informs me. And in some miraculous way, no matter how much I put out, somebody that has nothing to do with what I'm involved in comes back and replenishes my life. And it happens literally almost every time with me. But here's the thing that people don't know. What I did tonight at the house was actually, if the truth be told, backing up some women who have been fighting Tiffany at her front door for years. If you look at that video, there's two women there. They are not my team. They are strong, reputable advocates in Chicago, Camille and LaShawn. They were going. I backed them up. So I don't even want to be taking the credit like that. And people had no clue about that, but they've been fighting Tiffany out of the front door. Do the research for years. And they were upset and they were mad and they were disgusted at the release of the tape. And what did they do? They said, Jedediah was taking it back to her front door. And my response to them was simply this, and you're not doing it by yourself. So that would be the part of history people don't know. People always think that it's me. And I thank God that my name be mentioned, but let me be honest, even the fighting Dolton, I am the backup. I often get too much credit. And I think that if more men would show up and do it, I would not be named so much. It would be, look at those men that are backing up these women and giving it their all. And that's it. I will not speak unless addressed. And I'm only on the phone, Mark, because you didn't release me.
Right. Not yet.
I'm honoring you.
Yeah, okay. Appreciate you. Real quick, 337, area code. Come on, caller. Thank you for holding for so long. 337. Area code.
I just want to remind a lot of folks. I just want to remind a lot of folks. I'm down here in the booth. I called before, and Jed, I really appreciate you and admire you as the person you are. I can relate to a lot of things that's going on. Some people don't understand. As a former Marine, I'm almost 70 years old. and I fought here in Southwest Louisiana for people to survive being abused and taken advantage of by the powers that be. And the young lady, whatever her problem is with Jed, it seems to be not understanding how to fight in a war. And the battles are different all the time. Sometimes we got to put things in a proper perspective as far as understanding when and where to fight. I really agree with Jed about how people just don't understand him growing up and what he's experienced. We all experience a lot of things in our lives that we react to differently. You know, there's an old saying down here, follow ugly home and ugly will answer the door. I don't mean look. I mean, she meaning Tiffany, learned that behavior from somewhere. And what's unfortunate is that in that area, Dolton and Thornton, a lot of men, I'm talking about men, real men, really are just very few support the women there. It's the women that are doing the fighting, and I admire them. Yeah, I like Mr. Lee and Mr. Roberts and a few others, and definitely what Jed is doing. You know, you're doing so much. You have people from all over the world, believe it or not, admire what you do and respect what you do. So if you know, she's not 100%, and I don't know her personally, but based on what I hear, you know, if she wants her money back, when someone tells you what they did and how much they did or what they did as far as financially, this is a real war fight that they're fighting, a domestic war, so to speak. And you know, I did this, I did that. When people did that down here, when I try to, you know, give school supplies and toys and fight for the elderly and the disabled and the homeless down here, and there's nothing compared to what Jed has been doing. I really admire the young man. But when someone says, I did this and I did, well, just get your damn money back and go on and move on. You know, you're not 100%. If you're not 100%, then go away, because we don't need that type of attitude. We don't need that type of criticism. You know, and I respect your show, Martin, and God bless what all the folks are doing. I can't wait to roast. You know, I'm the one who likes to do the roasting.
I know it. I know you are. You're the comedian.
I say this last.
You're the comedian guy.
Lastly, there's a yes, but I'm not trying to promote me, because when I go, I'm not charging. I'm going on my own. Nobody's going to spend any dime on me performing there, so that's a given. But lastly, when we talk about comedy, I knew Tony Schofield for a long time, and I'm saying his name because I had a conversation with him a long time ago when Tiffany booked him and some other comics, and I asked him, I said, Chief, hey man, you know, what's going on with this woman, man? I mean, you know what? Yeah, I know her, man, but I'm going to get paid regardless, you know what I mean? And that attitude is like not showing where the money comes from. When we perform, we fill out 1099. And a lot of times we get paid cash, but we fill out 1099. And I asked him, I said, look, bro, when I go down there, I'm going to roast her ass. Oh, man, take it easy on her, because she's my friend and she's this. But I can't wait to go down. Trust me, it's going to happen. But again, Jed, you know, bro, man, we admire you so much. And again, man, we definitely respect what you do, and we respect Martin's show. Thank you. Take my call.
Next caller, 917. Come on, caller. Your thoughts or comment, 917. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Martin? It's always a pleasure listening to your show and getting insight on what's going on in Dolton and also the township. I had tonight, I sat back and I watched the video of Jedediah, and I respect what Jedediah is doing. Sometimes you got to pop out a show. You know what I mean? If you look at that video, and if you look at it in its entirety, Kamal did come to antagonize Jedediah, and to create an atmosphere, a hostile atmosphere. I don't believe he wanted any of that smoke. And I'm going to say this to Jedediah as well. I don't think Jedediah wanted to engage. I think Jedediah was playing it. You know that term when people say you're playing checkers in chess? I think it was more of a chess move for Jedediah versus Kamal. And what's the guy named, the tall guy with the white coat on? I think he's a straight up clown, but DeMarcus, I'm sorry. I don't like calling people names, but I just think sometimes you just got to fall back and watch how people move. And Jedediah, I don't know if he's still on the phone. Are you there, Jed?
He's still here. Go ahead. Keep talking, sir. Keep talking.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah, so what I'm just trying to say is you keep doing what you're doing, bro. You keep doing what you're doing. Stay safe out here. because men, I'm not going to even say that. That men like them will always try to hurt you, one way or the other. You got to have eyes in the back of your head, and I know you're not a dumb person. I know you're not a stupid person, but you got to be careful when you're dealing with ignorant people like them. I also watch your show, Jed, and I think it's your YouTube show, and I see that you're informative. One criticism. You do fly off the handle with the derogatory names to women. If anything else, you always got my vote, big bro.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's go.
And that's coming from Brooklyn.
Okay, thank you, Brooklyn. 6544. Hey, caller, you're next. What's your thoughts or comments, real quick? Your thoughts and comments.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I guess it is almost good morning. Yeah, 11:58. Go ahead.
Is 252 still on the line, or did she hang up?
She's probably listening. She's not on the line. Just you want to speak, just speak. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, so I don't want to bash her or go off on her because oftentimes people that aren't from here in the Chicagoland area, they don't really understand how we operate here.
Exactly.
But all fights are not pretty. And when you're dealing with a certain type of element, and I hate to refer to Tiffany here as an element because she's human. However, you don't spit on somebody and then turn around and try to shake it. And the person that spits on you, you don't turn around and try to shake their hand. You want to put your foot in their ass at that point. So, the bottom line is that this young lady, her behavior and how she's been acting and, all of this stuff that's been going on and that's surrounding her is pretty much the chickens coming home to roost at this point. And she really exposed her hand, and particularly tonight, you're the mayor and you're over Thornton Township and you're a mayor of Dolton and you out smoking marijuana with somebody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? These things, sometimes you have to be careful what you invite in. So our fights don't exercise decorum. And I think she needs to realize that you can't deal with certain elements with decorum. Sometimes when people go low, you got to take them to hell, and that's just
You
what
got to
it is.
take them to hell.
I agree with her. Yes, I agree.
Okay, that's it. 6544.
Your question?
No, sir.
Yeah,
I've got to go
what
to the next call. They keep calling, Sarge. They keep calling. Got two more callers. That's what's happening.
No. I'm not saying what happened with me. It seemed like her call just dropped off. I was like, she was just rolling. I was like, oh, what happened?
I guess she.
I was listening.
Okay.
Yes, she was cooking.
7956.
I was listening.
Please, y'all hold y'all comments while people talking. We trying to listen. 7956. Go ahead, caller. 7956.
Hey, how you doing, Martin?
How you doing,
It's
Nate?
Nathan.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah, I would just like to say tonight, you guys, the Jedediahs, the Martin Johnsons, you guys are stand-up individuals, and you all are the fight of the people that cannot speak. And when I watch the video with Jedediah, I've been watching a lot of his videos tonight. This video stood out because he was the voice of the person that she cried out, cried for help. No one was listening, and he was her voice. And what he did tonight, all he was doing was being a spokesperson for the people that couldn't fight back. And he wasn't the aggressor tonight.
That's right.
He was being challenged, and the person was being aggressive towards him, and all he was doing was trying to say, why do the things that you're doing, and then being the mayor, you a public figure. And you have to be careful what you do when you're a public figure, because people will look at you in the public eye and they're going to have an opinion on you. So when you don't listen to when someone tell you, hey, someone is hurting me, and you don't listen, then somebody else could say, okay, let me be your voice. Let me speak up for you. And that's what Jedediah was doing tonight. So he did nothing wrong. And communities need more people like Jedediah.
Honeymoon.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Next caller, 8704. They keep calling. Y'all hear them? They calling. 8704.
Sure is.
Go ahead, caller. Caller, you're next. Last 4 digits of your telephone number. Go ahead. 8704. Go ahead. They must got the TV up. I've been listening to YouTube. But we're gonna skip this caller real quick. I got a long distance call anyway. 8443. Come on, caller. Area code 8443. You're next. Caller. 8443. What's up with these callers?
Hello, Martin.
Yes. What number are you? What's your?
I'm 917.
Oh,
I'm 917. I just wanted to see if I was still on the line.
yeah, you're still on the line.
Appreciating this.
Okay, cool. Let's area code 843 caller. I'm gonna call you one more time. I'm about to boot you off. You're not gonna come.
Oh, now 843 is me.
Yes, come on, mama. Come on, Southern lady. I remember you, Southern lady. I had you on a hold for about an hour and a half, but you didn't get me this time. You didn't get me this time.
Well, and what was crazy, I never heard you, and I apologize. I got 5 kittens running around.
Okay, all right. Well, come on with
I
it.
just want to say that I watched tonight, and I cried about 3 times.
Okay.
And I'm real proud of y'all. Y'all are all doing good. You're doing what's right. Dad did what was right. And Dalton's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm tipsy, and I love all y'all motherfuckers.
All right.
So, you have a good night.
All right. Good night. Good night. 8704. 8704. Come on, caller. Y'all got to turn y'all YouTube down and listen. Make sure you listen to the phone call. It's a delay. 8704. Sarge, if they don't come, you welcome. Come on, Sarge. I ain't worried about them. They didn't say nothing. Sarge, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for waiting,
All right.
man.
Well,
Thank
earlier,
you.
Martin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, bro, we good like that. Come on, man. It was something said earlier about protesting the Obama house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that too.
Okay. What year was that?
I
If
was
you
there,
happen to
so he's
remember.
not lying. I was there with him. Matter of fact, I got that on
I said
record.
what year?
I don't know what year was that,
What
Jed.
year?
What year was that, Jed? That was about 15 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, something. Because remember, we was outside Obama House in Hat Park, and you had a long banner. We wrote on it. We all signed it. I got that on video somewhere. I think that's on the iPad.
Martin, we was there twice.
Twice, okay.
We actually was there multiple times.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I was just interested in the year. That's all.
Okay. Nah, but it's factual though. It's factual. We were there.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay.
Martin, I'm not saying nobody did a protest.
Okay.
I was just asking what year was the protest. That's all.
I can't remember.
Hey, can I ask a question if it's okay?
No, not right now. We got another caller.
Oh, let me finish.
Y'all, I
No
know
problem.
you. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I wasn't even finished yet.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. 912.
No, I was going to say.
I'm sorry for stepping in. I apologize.
No. You good. I was just saying I didn't get an answer on my question. I was just looking for a date for clarity. But if there ever should have been a protest, it should have been when it was the young lady from the Pendleton young lady. Her first name is very hard for me to pronounce.
Oh, didn't it? I know you're talking about. Yeah. We worked that too. I think I did that too.
Her name is Harvey. Yeah, we were there. We were there too. We were there for that too.
Yeah.
Martin was there. I was there. We were there.
We were
Good
there.
grief. Can I finish?
Well, come on, hurry up. We got 2 more callers.
Louise and Keys.
Come on, we got
Well,
2 more
it's
callers.
hard for me to finish if I keep getting interrupted, but I was just saying. Now, when the Sandy Hook thing happened, he was there, Johnny on the spot, the same day. He didn't show up at this young lady's funeral. She sang at his second inauguration, and that was a slap in the face, in my opinion. It's just in my opinion. I'm like, look, this is someone from the city that made you politically, and you could not show up there, but you could show up for Sandy Hook. And whoa, such a tragedy. Like, that young lady lost her life. That wasn't a tragedy, and she sang at your inauguration. I mean, I've never been an Obama fan from the get-go gate. I'm not going to lie about that.
Let me say this,
But,
Sarge,
I'm
real
just
quick.
saying.
In his defense, his wife did come to the funeral. She did come to the funeral.
No, that's not. He didn't sing. She didn't sing for Michelle Obama.
I know.
She sang for the President of the United States, which
Oh
was
my God, sorry.
The
Would you
Rock.
please
Come on.
get this clown.
Oh, see, there we go. Look, see, Martin. See, Martin.
Sarge, I have to agree. Sarge, I'm going to agree with Martin. A representative, my wife is my representative. If I can't make it, she's my representative. So regardless of what, if he couldn't make it, we can't beat up on him. He is the president of the United States, and she was the first lady of the United States, and she represents her husband. Okay, so no matter which way you turn that apple or turn that coin, she was there as a representative of the Obamas. Point blank in the story. There's no
point blank. Hold on, point blank in the story.
I'm not trying to argue.
No, I'm not arguing with you, bruh. I'm not arguing.
Okay, my bad.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. Point blank, period, thus and so. Now, I am called less than black, but were there any black children at Sandy Hook? No.
But it affected us. If we're going to talk about Sandy Hook, I don't want to get
too.
It affected us because they were children. And it's children. And when children are
What
born.
about the children in Chicago?
And I get what you're saying. Listen.
Okay, so why are we cutting hairs here?
You gotta let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm listening to you. Listen to me. As a father and as a
please hang up. Would you please just get off the line? The chat don't even want to hear you talk to Sarge. Hang up. Because you sound stupid.
You got the baby. You got the unwed baby mama talking crazy.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to be disrespectful.
We're having a man conversation.
We're not going to be disrespectful. We're not going to be disrespectful. Hold on.
That's not disrespectful.
This is Martin's show. We got to be respectful.
That's what a real man would do. He would support Jedediah in his efforts. So it's appearance to say that you're not a real man. Get your clown.
Oh, I'm very real man. Although your voice is deeper than mine, but I'm very real man.
Okay, let's go to the next caller. I'm going to the next caller.
Yeah, go ahead on, Martin. My credit score is too high for this, and I'm too light skinned for this bullshit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
908.
And now he pulled the Drake.
980. I'm sorry, 980. He threw me off on that one, man. These outbursts.
That's okay,
You be
Martin.
all right, Martin.
Okay, go ahead.
That's okay.
Go ahead, caller.
Hi, Martin. How are you?
Great.
Hi, Jedediah. I'm your favorite fan again, Cheryl. I just want to let you know that you did a great thing tonight. You had got everybody together. I was impressed in how everybody came together. I was impressed how everybody spoke. They was able to speak the way they need to speak. I like the way you had a peaceful protest at the village. I was very impressed at everything that was done in behalf of that young lady. And I just want to commend you. And yes, he did he did try to come at you and make you come out of your character. So you okay? Because I'm from Washington, D.C. And look, we call it mollywop here. We would have mollywopped his ass. But that's the way we do. That's how we handle business. And not everything has to be so sweet and nice. Sometimes you have to meet them where they are to let them know that you're not scared of them and you're not going to back down. So you did exactly what you needed to do. You apologize. We accept your apology. Everybody get out of character. There's not one person on this line They have never got out of character.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, but before you judge anybody about getting out of character, think about, look, you got one finger pointing at somebody else, or you got four pointing back at you. So you got to look at yourself first before you go out here and point a finger at somebody else. So I commend you. I was with you. When you said stand, I was standing. I had the fist up. I had the whole 9 yards. Everything you suggest, I had on the outfit and everything. I was down with you because this is what they needed. They needed that. And look how they came together in solidarity. They came together in solidarity. And that's what they needed. They had to have some hope. And you brought hope to them tonight. And I commend you for that and thank you.
Thank you. Next caller, 9449. Next caller. We got two more callers after that. 9449. Come on,
Good
caller.
evening, Martin.
Good evening.
Good morning, Martin.
Good morning.
Good morning, Martin and Janet. This is Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Jed, been out there with you, taking pictures. And let me remind you all, the year was 2015 when you stood in front of Obama House. You all did it several times. And they can say what they want to say about you, Jedediah. But I will say this. You have always been out there on the front lines doing what you're doing. I don't need to see the video to know what you did. I already know what you did. And I know that you came there from your heart to change things in Dolton. And I hope that one day they will appreciate that. People don't get their roses until they land in the box. But I will say this, as a journalist, as a photojournalist, I have walked with you. I have seen how you got down, and I've seen progress. Anita Alvarez would not have been taken out of office if it hadn't have been for you all that was out there day and night protesting in the streets of Chicago, getting arrested. You used your own money at times. You did what you had to do, and it's a shame that we don't really show our appreciation for the people who got out there. Martin did the same thing. Martin was locked up. All of y'all, Lamont, Jamal. I mean, we may not agree with each other. We might have our little personal fallout. But one thing I will say this, Whitney Young and Martin Luther King did not get along, but one thing they agreed on, something needed to be done, and it needed to be done right away. You all did something in Chicago that had never been done. I wish you was out there when Daley was in office, because you'd have gave Daley a run for his money. So I just want you to know I appreciate what you're doing. Personally appreciate what you're doing.
Okay, thank you, Marcus. Let's go to the next caller, 6970. Next caller, 6970, last four digits.
Hey, partner, can you hear me?
Oh, that's
okay?
my partner. Hey, partner, how you doing? Vera Giles knows,
you know
y'all.
what I'm doing. Yes. You know what I'm doing, okay? I just wanted to pop on. You know, I don't have a lot to say about Dolton because I'm not really in Dolton's business. However, what I would like to say is that, you know, we have to be mindful that we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. And we're wrestling right now, and I'm seeing it in the flesh against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness. And we have to be mindful of that. And I want to say to everybody that's in the fight, you know, just come fully prepared for what's next. And that's just kind of like my warning call. Just come fully prepared because, you know, you have to put on the full armor. I want to say to you, Martin, is thank you for having a platform where everybody gets a chance to have a voice. You know, I've watched you over and over and over and over again. And you know what? You got a fair platform. I don't hear you bashing people one way or the other. And, you know, everybody gets a chance to speak. So I wanted to give you your flowers. And I just wanted to remind everybody, stay prayed up because this is warfare right here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you, partner. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Area code 540. Y'all know I'm getting tired. 540. Come on, caller. Your thoughts and comments.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. I watched it. I watched the Dolton thing tonight. I watched the town gathering. It was a great gathering. It was very positive. Though people did, speak their speech, they were very positive. The media played it off in Chicago like, oh, it was just a rowdy crowd. Like, no, it was not. No, it was not. And this is why I say you can't really watch the corporate press out of New York and LA, particularly out of New York, because they are fundamentally trying to stir up a whole lot of drama and a whole lot of controversy for ratings. They're in the Jerry Springer business. What I was disappointed with was if Tiffany calls herself the super mayor.
Continue, sir.
If Tiffany calls herself the super,
I'm sorry, go
the
ahead.
super mayor, if she calls herself the super mayor, why didn't she conduct herself like a super mayor and go to the meeting, have a constructive conversation, take criticism, but be the super mayor that she was elected to be? She cowered and she left.
Uh-huh. And that's a good point. She should have showed up. She should have showed up because she always claimed that she's the super mayor or the super mayor. She should have showed up to both meetings. When you get into those positions, you are at the mercy of your constituents, and you're supposed to be there for your constituents. Now, do I believe Jedediah spooked her? I think he did. And I think she knew there was going to be some issues, so she used that same playbook that she used before when she said there's a credible threat when Lacey was her chief of police. So I do believe she was spooked tonight. She didn't want that smoke. And also, Jed, when you was at the Thornton Township, I saw how you rolled up with Miss Nicole, or I forgot her name, when she was talking, and DeMarcus was looking at you, and you gave him a stare down. So you did your one too.
Okay. Well, listen, he brought the fire, didn't he? He brought it. He brought it. He brought the fire.
He brought it.
He brought the fire. He definitely brought the
it.
fire.
But you do know Martin. You do know Martin. You do know her next playbook is going to be her next checker move is going to be that she's going to use Jedediah as the scapegoat when she goes, she's afraid. You would agree on that?
She ain't that much afraid, brother. I'm sorry to cut you off. She's not that much afraid if she can get in front of cameras and talk all this bull, with Mr. Price and everybody and her I would say her gangster boyfriend sitting up there threatening a news reporter and telling him, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Yes, lady, you the problem. If he all that tough, he can.
Okay.
But Jebediah, she wouldn't do that to you.
Okay. But,
She wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, let me just say something.
Now, that's one thing I agree on 100%. She wouldn't come at you with that loud madness.
Now, let me say.
You spooked the SHIT out of her.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
I agree.
Let me say this. Jed wise enough to know not to let Kamal pull him off his page. He know better than that. I know he know that. So I want to say to those protesters that was out there, but I know two of them, the two women, they seasoned protesters too as well. For y'all newbies that don't know no better, you can't put your hand on an elected official here in the city of Chicago. It's like that's almost like hitting a police officer. I'm just telling you. You can't do it. If you do it, you won't win. That's all they want to. If they can get that, man, they winning. So do not do that, people. Do not put your hand on an elected official. Now, if you're going to do that, don't do that around the protesters. Don't do that around Jedediah. Don't do that around me, because I'm going to have to turn you in, because I ain't going to jail for you. I'm sorry. Jedediah, he love y'all, but I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to jail for y'all. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. I'm not going to jail. Now, I'm going to film for you, do all that, but I'm not going to jail for nobody's stupidity. You didn't listen.
Martin, so he gonna keep the evidence.
Right. I mean, but Jed had the right to defend himself. Now, if he'd have put his hand on Jed or something, Jed had all right to defend. That's different. But it just
I
going
you
out
come
there.
into my personal
Right,
space.
right.
You come into my personal space and you invade my personal space. These hands are rated E for everybody. I'm just saying. But I'm also saying this though. I do believe she's going to use that playbook that she used before, and she's going to try to gain sympathy. What you call it? The sympathy card. That she's afraid. They came to my mother's house and this, that, and the third. It's only 3 people, and I think Jared had security tonight, so it's only 3 or 4 people. So whatever you're saying, you had three grown. These are not men. You had 3 grown ass brothers that was out there trying to antagonize so they can get Jedediah arrested. And I don't really trust the Dolton police, because when Jedediah asked that police officer when Kamal or DeMarcus made a threat, see, they good with threats. A real gangster, and this is a real gangster. This is something. Hold on one second, Mr. Martin. I don't mean to disrespect you. A real gangster.
Just did.
If you know anything about gangsters, they move. I'm sorry, Mr. Martin, but they move in silence. Real gangsters move in silence. Your left hand is never supposed to know what your right hand is doing. So if I wanted to,
unless it's John got him. Yeah. So your left hand is never supposed to know what your right hand. You know, he was buck wild. I love John.
Sir,
John Gotti is from my neck of the woods.
Sir, y'all stop it. All right, let's hold it. I think somebody just called in. I think they called once already. 2778. You just called in? 2778.
No, this is my first time.
Oh, okay, your first time. Oh, hey, how are you? What's your thought or comment? What's your thought?
Okay, so I appreciate Jed. I've always rode with Jed. I'm a Dolton resident. I watched everything tonight. I appreciate. I wrote in the comments, I said Jed really infiltrated the camp tonight. He gonna have their ass turning on each other, looking at each other sideways. But good job, kudos to Jed, right? But my concern is another one. I'm a property owner in Dolton, and my concern is once the smoke clears, and we do have to remember Dolton has the highest tax levy rate probably in the state or in Cook County or even the nation. We're at a 4.93% tax levy, or tax rate, which causes our taxes to be high. We need a fight for that. And it's not, I'm not, by all means, I'm not a Tiffany supporter at all. But my question is, what is the conversation going to look like when she's gone? We will have a new mayor, but guess what? We still going to have some high ass taxes out here that affects a lot of people. A lot of people's taxes, I'm going to speak personally. My taxes in the past 2 years have gone up to $700 a month. So my mortgage is $700 extra a month. Who has money just sitting, well, I know I don't, just sitting around to pay extra in property taxes, So that's my, we need to talk about that more. And I will, I'm a little excited. And I'm glad that the trustees this evening said that the new things will be on the website as far as the ordinances and all of that stuff. So I'm looking forward to researching that information and finding out what we need to find out. So I just want to say that piece. Pray for us here. Keep praying for us. I appreciate it. And I'm tuning in always. Thanks.
All right. You sound young. All right. All right. So
I'm 45.
45. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's young.
Nice
voice.
Yeah. Nice voice.
Hey, Martin, can I point something out for you?
Man, I don't know, man, because every time you talk, man, it's send the house up, man. What you got to say? For some reason, the conversation go left, man. I'm afraid to let you talk. I don't know, man, on this one. What you got to say, man? If I don't like what
you ain't got to pray. Martin, I'm giving you facts. Now, Illinois, the property taxes.
Go ahead, bro.
The property taxes in Illinois are twice the national average, right? Right. Okay. The property taxes in Dolton are twice the property taxes in Illinois itself. Property taxes in Dolton are almost up to 5%. That is insane. Look it up,
Sergeant,
people.
Hey, Sergeant, have you ever read the book called The Black Tax by Andrew W. Carl?
No. I wrote a book, but I haven't read that one.
Hold on, Sarge. That
You
voice.
need to read.
Hold
You need
on.
to read that book.
Hold
Definitely.
on. That voice sounds familiar to me. That's not a good voice to me. 540, you're not a good voice to me. I know, I recognize that voice. I thought that was you. And I'm very good at picking up voices. But you know I got a bone to pick with you. You shouldn't even be calling on here. Seriously. But I know that voice. I know that voice. Trust me. And it's not good to my ear. Trust me. I know that voice. Yeah, very disrespectful to me. You said some damnable things on my live feed, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But anyway, we get ready in. Thank you, Jed. You got anything to say real quick? Because we out of here. Anything you got to say, Jed?
Well, I just want to say,
go ahead.
Anybody that's around the country, if you really want to know, if you really want to see advocacy, look at Chicago, because I am the culmination of all sides of Chicago. That's where I was formed as an advocate. So all these advocates on this phone talking like they don't understand will be the same ones. They'll be on y'all just like me, because I was a child marching alongside, I think Marcus said it, all of them, and we was doing all of this and worse. This is nothing. To be honest.
Compared, nothing, y'all. Listen, it's nothing compared. He ain't never lied on that. This nothing.
I'm very smart because I've seen it. We pushed the lines as far as it can go. Hell, the weather today was bad, but we protested in the blizzard.
Yep.
We took over Michigan, the Mag Mile, and so there are things that I'll never forget. But that's where I was formed. And so everybody that's on the live around the country understand this is what Chicago creates. And I think everybody's opinion, good, bad, ugly, and different. I'm not looking to be no hero or to be celebrated or have my name mentioned, because it just make you a bigger target. But I really want to stress again today, my moments are memorable because I'm loud and I'm willing to go the extra mile. But I don't want to diminish the people who are quiet and they got to consider things that I don't, like their families or their jobs or their reputations or their residents. And the people in Dolton, the reason why I was able to operate the way I was operating today, so the people of Dolton did what they were supposed to do. And that really is conversation. I'm proud of the trustees did what they were supposed to do. And so I thank them. And that's why my statement today, I didn't try to say anything that was all wow, because it's really about them. And I hope that they get what they need. But something today really, really stood out to me. And that is that, and I don't know it to be true, I just heard it, but they're saying that Tiffany stood out there smoking a blunt. I don't know if it's true. But if that's true, if this woman with all these cameras was out there smoking marijuana, something that would alter your state, then it's really, really simple. I think the two things I'm starting right. Let me not get worried. I'm going to end it with this. Number one, I couldn't believe that even with the accusation that her father was laughing, I was like, wait, what I'm telling you is that this man is not faithful to your child and you're laughing with him, I would have at least expected a pause. But number two, if she was in fact smoking marijuana on camera while we were out there with all this going on, to be honest, it makes me sad for her because she don't have the right people around her and she don't know no better. Because at the very least, I wouldn't even allow that type of image of me to be out. And so my heart, believe it or not, it breaks for Tiffany because it's like a lost cause. But at the end of the day, that's the village's fault. And I'll leave it at that.
All right, we're going to leave it at that.
You're doing that around your mother and father.
Listen, people. That's it for the. That's it, people. We done. I need you guys to go to the like button, hit the like button. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, early this morning.
Martin, thank you for
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. We did great today. We really did. We didn't go crazy like we normally probably would do, but Thank you, guys. As I promised, I try to give everybody a chance to give their rebuttal
Hello?
if you disagree with something.
Hello?
Hello, call. Who are you? Caller?
Hey, I've been on the line. Hi, this is Thelma Price.
Oh, Thelma Price.
This
I
is
didn't know you
Thelma
was online.
Price.
Why I don't see your number on here? I don't see your number, but go ahead. Go ahead, Thelma.
I don't understand, but I just needed to tell people what happened. I was at the Thornton Township meeting.
Okay,
And
come
I'm
on.
gonna tell you, it was a lot of it was men there. But one thing that I can say now, me and Jedediah, we didn't have some blows too. And we worked it out and ironed it out. But one thing I can say, he protected all those women in that library. Because William Moore was trying to bully the women, Quigley, and that's what they do. Keith Price, when they would come to the village, they all bullies. Michael Smith, they're plants, and they're there to get us excited and argue with us. That's the whole game plan. And baby, let me tell you something. He stood dead square in William Moore's face and Quigley. And those Negroes, they was moonwalking. They was trying to get out of there. And I first was gonna grab them. I said, no, I'm gonna let them go. No, I'm not gonna grab them at all. And all that. Sometimes you can't be nice. And I think this is the point that Dolton is getting, because that witch sits up there and she don't even look at us. She has been so disrespectful to the citizens. And then a lot of people want to say, oh, it's a shit show. I'm sorry, Martin. They talk about how we be reacting at the meeting. That woman has been so disrespectful to us. And you cannot give respect if you don't give it at all. And we don't have a lot of men in the movement, that's out there with us. Dan Lee, he done stuck up. He stuck up for us that time. We had to pull him away because he heard Keith Price talking crazy. All of them was behind the desk talking crazy to us, to the women. These guys, they talk junk to women. They don't step to no men. They cowards, all of them. But one thing I could say, I felt safe and secure when I was in Thornton Township. I mean, not Thornton Township, the library today. I didn't feel afraid or anything because he stood dead in their face. And I'm going to tell you, they all paid. William Moore, him and his wife work at Thornton Township. These people will never make that type of money, ever. And her man, he making over 130, he making 130K. And he probably ain't even got a damn GED. He's not even qualified. He's riding around? That's all he doing, and carrying a baby around? That's his job, to carry her baby around and drive her around. Because she don't really have any detail anymore.
I got a question for a friend. How did you get that job?
No,
I'm just asking for a friend.
Sir, we're trying to get out of here. No more questions. We're trying to get out of here. Come on,
he got the job because he's with the mayor and sleeping with the mayor.
Okay.
It was a joke. But what I want to say is I stand with Jedediah on this one, because when we was at that meeting today about the Thornton Township, he stood with us, the women, because those men, they always messing with women. They always talking junk about women. They always threatening the women.
All right,
and I feel
I'm going to talk to y'all later. Martin, thank you for having me.
All I got to say is I stand with him on that. And it's time to not be nice anymore. Can't be nice. It's no more being nice. She don't deserve no respect. And for the lady that was talking about her taxes, we got to understand as residents, it's going to be some hurt in this situation. This girl has stolen so much money. It's going to be some hurt. We might have to have a little hike in the taxes to kind of recover, but we don't know until we get everything on the table and we see exactly what all has been stolen. But the residents, we can't get off and just, we got to get the trustees time enough to be able to get through this. Don't think that they're going to be able to do it in one term, not even 2 terms. It's probably going to take 4 terms. You know, it's a lot going on. And I just wish people would stop criticizing the citizens of Dolton, the way that we react in the meeting. And they always, oh, it was wild, this and that. Did you all see how calm that meeting was? Because we didn't have nobody looking down on us, talking crazy to us. Baby, we pay your salary. You work for us. You can't be talking crazy to the residents. And that's what she does. And she don't look us dead in the face. When she was in Harvey, baby, all her little supporters, her plant supporters was there. Baby, she was looking them dead in their eye. But when she was at the Park District with those Thornton Township trustees, when Trina got up there and was talking loud and stuff, baby, she was laughing. She was smiling. The little lawyer was scared as I don't know what. She was so scared. She got a weapon. The lawyer was scared. But Tiffany was there. She was in her glory. She was gloating. She was laughing at the citizens, laughing at what was going on. So, you know, that's all I got to say.
Okay.
And you know what? Jedediah is a little different, and I had to learn that. He's a little different, but it's no more playing nice. It's war. No more playing nice. And you're going to get out of here, and we're going to make sure she go. We're going to make sure of that. And that's just all I have to say. And, you know, hey, I thought to me, even the lady was saying that all that singing, why not? Now, if we arguing, then you saying we doing something wrong. Now we showing unity and you still got something to say. Come on now, lady, get out of here with that. I think today was beautiful. And to hear Andrew Holmes stand up in a press conference, calling people niggas and all of that, and you didn't get the most low thing in the world, rape a woman, take her clothes off, and then put her clothes back on the next day like ain't nothing happened. He is a criminal. He is a criminal. And y'all pray for justice for us and pray for justice for that young lady because she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve it. He is scum. And if I was anybody in Chicago, he couldn't stand next to me at all doing something like that to a person. And I stand with her. And I stand with Jedediah today. I wasn't out there when they were at her house, but hey, if they were doing something wrong, trust and believe the Dolton police would have arrested them.
Sure will. All right. All right, people. Make sure make sure you guys go hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for paying attention to what's going on and listen to the panel and reading the message down in the chat. And again, we all may not get along. We may all think different, but we all should be able to listen to one another at the end of the day. That's matter. So one thing I did.
Martin, I know you ended, but let me say one thing, bro.
Bro, man, come on. I'm trying to get up out of here, man. I'm trying to get up out of here, bro. I'm trying.
I just want to say this.
Man,
I've been one thing.
I've been on here 2 hours, 22 minutes, man.
One thing, bro.
Now, man, what is it that you got to say that can't hold?
I've been wanting to get off, and you ain't letting me. Now you let me speak, man.
I let you speak. I had let you speak.
Me and Martin Johnson.
You know what I'm saying?
At a moment that ain't on no camera.
No, you know.
We literally have decided to resolve our differences, and I'm asking for any and everybody to not try to turn the flame and let us handle our issues. And then when we have Martin Johnson and me have a different type of relationship, because again, when I was a young man, it wasn't a lot. Even when I was an unknown man, I started with them, and I was formed in this. So my fight with him is different. I understand him, and I've been through a lot of process with him, and vice versa. And again, he marched with, and he even allowed, Travis to be around him. And so it's a different kind of mindset. I mean, I do be wanting to fight him sometimes, but I always tell people, if you don't have a period or a point where you don't like me or you don't fight me, you ain't real. But it's when we can get over it. That's when I find out who real people are. I get into it with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying today, I think for the people that will be disappointed, I want to really piss them off to go to bed. Me and Martin have settled our difference, and we're going to move forward from here. Now, Martin do it again, we're going to fight next time, but not this time.
You keep that you know who away from you too. I don't like them. I'm going to tell you. I seen him out there when you was at the protest. I don't that Snake, you better watch him. I'm telling you, watch him. You know, I didn't like the way he played and you stuck your neck out for that you know what, and he played you. I ain't like that. I didn't like that. Maybe I put a lot of pressure on you too as well. So, you know who. I'm not even gonna say his name. You know.
I know.
Okay, that's all. Just watch yourself, brother. That's all. Don't you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Watch yourself. Things are moving for you right now. You're growing on YouTube. You're getting a whole nother different vibe of people. You want to keep that rolling, brother. I'm telling you, keep it rolling. Don't stop this momentum. You've been here before. You've been here 20 times more. Right. Keep doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And these people, if they didn't listen to you once and you stuck your neck out, leave them alone. I'm just telling you, brother. I'm telling you, on the move. You on the move. You heard the testimony tonight. These are some of my faithful supporters. You know, they love you. They love what you're doing. I've never told none of my people, don't go to your channel and don't watch you because me and your beef. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't tell people what to watch, who not to follow. None. All I do is tell them to be careful. That's all. And I'm telling you from brother to brother, man to man, be careful who you help, brother. Trust me. When you tried to help before, they didn't listen to you. They went from up under your covering and didn't listen to you. Thought they had the answers. Now look at them, they crawling right back up under you again. Don't do, brother. Do yourself a favor, man. Keep doing what you're doing right now. It's working for you. It's working for you, brother. It's working. Don't try to create nothing. Go what's working for you. Trust me. You got on Facebook. You built you a channel. That's what you do, man. Get off. You got off the other dance floor like I told you when you was on my program. I said, oh, y'all fussing about me doing crime chase. I said, I moved on. I'm on the podcast now. Now I still can do it, but I moved on. See, listen, I know when to get off the dance floor. I ain't no fool. I know when the time is up, you know. So I ain't gonna force nothing, you know. So I moved on to this, and this is what I like. And you've moved on to it too as well. And it's much better. You get you already known already, but you just rekindling the fire. That's it. And people appreciate you.
Excuse me, Martin. Can I give Jedediah
Yeah, go ahead.
advice?
Go ahead.
If you'll listen. My advice to you, what I have learned, Jedediah, you know how people came at me about me shooting the models, right? What I have learned, do not respond to ignorance. Be silent on them. Don't always respond to people who are attacking you. The best form of attack is to be silent. You probably already know that, but my advice to you, don't go on Facebook and respond to bullshit.
Yep. You got the ball rolling, brother. Keep the ball rolling. Keep it rolling, brother. Keep it rolling. We see you. I see you. You rolling, brother. Just keep rolling, and it's working for you. Don't have no disruptions, brother. Trust me. Just keep rolling. Now, we know ain't none of us perfect. We're going to make some mistakes. We're going to say some things that we ought not to say. But forgive and forget and go on. You're a man of the cloth. You know about it. I can't tell you. You've been a pastor for 10 years. You backslid right now, but you know what the word says. He's married to the backslider. So you know the deal. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working, Jed. It's working. Watch who you keep around you. Watch your circle. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you who to run with, but I can tell you better watch. That's all I'm going to tell you. Watch folks. You think they got your back. They don't have your back, brother. Trust me. You're going to love them with a long handle spoon. And I can't pick your friends for you. I can't tell you who to run with. But all I'm going to tell you, just watch yourself. That's it. Watch who you say. Because you're putting out a lot of information, man. And people would love to see you put down. But all this information you're putting out.
They don't. You fall.
They love it. So watch yourself, man. Watch yourself. Keep your circle tight. Stay prayed up. And hey, if it ain't right, it ain't right. Don't make it. If it just ain't working, it just ain't working. Say, no, this ain't right. Bag out of it. That's it. And that's what I do, brother. I'm taking the low profile way this year. I'm focused on my podcast. I'm focused on things that I'm doing in the community. I'm trying to bring all of us together under one umbrella. And I don't want to focus on what we can't do. I just want to focus on what we can do. That's all I want to focus on. as a race, as a group of people. The lady said it. They have no men out there to help stand up. Maybe one or two. They feel like they're being bullied. You stood in the gap for these ladies. Now, these ladies know a lot about what you did in the past. They don't care. The only thing they worry about, we feel safe, we feel protected when you come out here. That's what we want. So you're redeeming yourself, and that's a good thing. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. Continue to do great work. I already know you have it in you. You just got to do it and stay focused. You can't let nobody derail you, because you almost could have got derailed tonight. But you stood the test, and be careful, brother. Be careful, be careful. Kid, be careful. That's all I'm telling you. And I'm gonna be likewise too, because we going to the next level. The bigger the blessing, the harder the devil gonna come on us. So you know how it is. Folks they want to see you in the gutter. They want to see you down and out. They want to see you begging. They want to see you make mistakes. That's what they want to see. Don't give them what they want to see. Give them something else totally different. Your past is your past. My past is my past. We got to move on, brother. Trust me. Yes, I have done and said some things in the past, not just on this platform, period, in life. I don't ever want to be brought up in life, but I have to live with that and then move on. Let's go on life. So people, I'm reminded that we all have to have mercy on each other, have some mercy, some type of form of mercy. And then one thing about me, I never glory when I see a man fall. And I'm going to tell you, you said it today when it came to the Andrew Holmes stuff and that sister, you said just wait, let the facts come out. It's going to come out. And that's all I was saying all the time, brother. Just let it come out. We know some things already. You revealing them a little bit by a little bit, a little by a little bit. But there's a side that we don't know. And I'm waiting to hear it. It's going to come out. With him or without him, it's going to come out. And I'm waiting to hear it. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for your love and your support, for sharing the video, liking the video, commenting on the video, and everything. Even if you don't agree with me, that's okay. I've been many names. And I'm going to say what Dr. Charles G. Hayes said. He said, it doesn't matter what you think of me. All that matters is what I think of you. I sound like Tiffany, don't I? Tiffany said, I love you and the thing you can do about it. That's what it almost sounds like it. But seriously, people, that's what it is. If I had to wait on people's thoughts and stares, I wouldn't be nowhere. I wouldn't be the crime chaser. I wouldn't be this great podcaster. I wouldn't be if I had to wait on folks. And if I had let folks lock me up with their thoughts and their stares and you shouldn't be doing this and all that. My father always taught me from a young man, everybody want to eat steak, but don't nobody want to cut the cow. Somebody got to cut the cow. That's what Jedediah is doing. Somebody, he is cutting the cow. He's doing the difficult stuff that don't nobody want to do. He's taking the chance of going to jail, getting arrested, putting out some real dangerous, sensitive information. He's doing the things that don't nobody, they has to be done, people. He's doing it. That's not my calling. I know what my calling is. I'm good at what I do. He's good at what he do. And all I ask you, when you come on this channel, you respect the host. And if I come on anybody's channel, even if I scroll on your channel, I'm not going to disrespect the channel. If I don't like what I see or what I hear, I just keep going. I keep the comments to myself. So after all that being said, y'all have a wonderful morning. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jedediah. Thank you, 252. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Sarge. Thank you, 45980. All of you guys for calling in. Appreciate you. Make sure you share the video. Peace out. You already know what it is.
Live.